for it.
Blood work FM. You're listening to WMFB. Blood work FM.
See how fast I can kill this guy.
Yeesh.
For my honor. Finishing strike. Guilty break. Very well. I will strike it.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault.
Everybody's got an extremely cool finishing move.
Valesti. You still breathe?
Mugen no Kensen. Blade art. Senko Jin. None can stand before me.
Ouch. Okay.
That baddie you're fighting looks dope.
Sorry, what was that?
That baddie you're fighting looks dope.
This is some kind
Weird.
of necromancer. Yeah.
Yeah, weird floating necromancing puppet thing.
Yes, of course, it was all thanks to me.
If I hit them with my sword before I go into the battle screen, I get the first move. But if they just run into me without me hitting with the sword, then they get the first move.
What was this, on the Super Nintendo or PlayStation?
PlayStation 1.
PlayStation 1, yeah.
I'm doing a combination of just kind of mashing all the buttons at once to make them all attack, and then sometimes occasionally trying to like have them attack in like some kind of coherent order to properly juggle the enemies. But
Right? That's what this game seems to be about. It's like trying to figure out how to juggle.
yeah, that's what you want to do. Is you want to have like a bunch of guys who have a bunch of move sets that kind of complement
flow into each other, yeah.
Yeah, knock each other up and down. Dro shaman.
So it's almost like a fighting game, but instead of body parts, it's multiple people.
Mugen no Kensen. Blade art.
No, I mean it's really more RPG-ish. It's just very active RPG.
You are strong.
Interesting.
It shall be engraved upon your soul. Divine assault. Valesti.
So like, see, like stuff like this, like I love these games, but then like you kind of got to think about it. Like this guy who's supposed to be a nobody, it takes like 5 guys to beat the shit out of him.
Oh, this guy's got a very high defense. He's blocking the magic users in the back.
Mm.
So that's why I've got to use like 3 different guys' finishing moves to take him out, because otherwise he'll sit there and suck up all the attacks while the guys in the back beat my ass.
Gotcha.
See, these guys are much easier to kill. As is traditional for the mages who stand in the back wearing robes, you know.
It shall
Yeah, and sometimes, mostly, I think this is fun, but occasionally, seeing these moves over and over and over starts to get old.
Balesti! Such is your fate. Their souls have been released. We have no reason to remain.
Always wanted to try out RPG bit maker, and apparently, like now you can like make games that look like this and shit. So
Yeah, you were mentioning RPG Maker the other day too. I was going to try that out.
Did you say RPG bit maker?
RPG Maker.
Oh, there wasn't. I didn't hear an extra word from one of you.
no.
All right.
The character models are great.
Oh yeah, Valkyrie Profile is such a classic, man. It's really good. It is one of those JRPGs where you gotta like do a bunch
Yeah.
of really specific stuff that you probably would have no idea to do unless you like deliberately play the game through a bunch of times to try and figure it out, or you read the guide
Gotcha.
in order to like get the actual good ending.
I like that.
You gotta
though.
like, yeah, no, it's fun though. It's like you gotta manipulate your like your different like essentially the point of the game is like you're a Valkyrie and Odin has sent you down to Earth to gather the souls of dead warriors to come fight in Ragnarok. And if you just play it straight, it's you just fine. You get to the end, you fight some fire giants and some ice giants, Ragnarok. Yeah, that's it. Um, but if you get like this special ending, it turns out like Odin erased your memory or something and like imprisoned your sisters. Like you're not really supposed to be a Valkyrie. You're supposed to be like the goddess of fate.
Oh shit.
Some crazy stuff. I don't know.
So
I
so it's
forget
not
exactly
like a
how it
small
goes.
change. It's like a it's
No,
like
no, no, no. It's like a huge change. Instead of
it's like
fighting,
finding the real story.
yeah, exactly. It's one of those things like in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, where it's like, oh, I guess I've reached the end now. It's like, no, no, you haven't. Now the whole castle is going to invert. You're going to redo the entire castle upside down with different enemies in it. Yeah, it is.
Really
It's
upside
definitely one of
down?
the Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh,
The upside down castle. It's like you think you're at the end of the game. No, you're not at the end of the game. You're only halfway through. Now do it again, upside down.
You need to get the Zentatsu and slice the red moon in half.
Yeah, so like that.
No, that's a different game.
I've never played a Castlevania game. It's like
Come
a
on.
huge lack in my
Yeah.
gaming.
That's
life.
the word for it. That's the correct.
I've
Yeah,
played
well, I know.
very little.
Personal
Castlevania.
failing,
Yeah,
maybe.
okay, that's
a better way to put
I
it.
don't. I'm not like a huge Castlevania
a
fan. I
moral
mean, I
choice that you played.
I played the OG for sure. I played like Castlevania 1 and Castlevania 2, like way back in the NES days.
Y'all got to play
Um,
Aria of Sorrow.
But I played the hell out of Symphony of the Night
Good.
back in the PS1 days.
Good job. I'm glad.
That was my jam. Because it was the 90s, and I was like, I can play as Dracula's half vampire kid with a sword instead of a whip. Cool. And like dark magics, extra cool. My name is Alucard, though, which is not super cool.
I wonder if,
Yeah.
I wonder what they called him in Japan.
Probably Alucard.
It might have been that.
It would be like,
Well, there is what you're about to say actually does come up.
yeah,
Yeah, there is a guy named like Arikadu later on, and there's a big reveal. Oh, Arikadu! Mr. Senji Arikadu turns out to be Alucard. Yeah.
a kadu.
Like I said, I was watching the Dracula media that I've seen most recently was Batman versus Dracula, which is like a 2000s kid animated movie.
Who won?
Batman, obviously. He used the power of the sun.
I
Oh,
guess vampires are actually pretty
Yeah.
easy to defeat. If you're
yeah,
good.
if you know what you're doing.
There-
If you're a
The whole
detective.
thing of Batman
mean-
going after like Jigsaw, Batman
Dracula
going after
Dracula did beat the ever living crap out of Batman. It was pretty close.
Good.
It always
I
mean,
is
he
really
should.
close.
It was-
should always
it was-
be.
It was rough, you know. But yeah, eventually the Batman followed Dracula, like, was beating the crap out of Batman. He followed him back to the Batcave, and he's like, "Oh, nice lair. I'm gonna make it your tomb." Ha ha ha. But he, then he saw, like, wait a minute, you got this, like, sunlight generating machine that was a Wayne Enterprises prototype in your basement. You're Bruce Wayne. And of course he's like, no, I'm the Batman. And then he destroys Dracula.
Have I
Those
showed
phantoms.
Have I showed you guys this cartridge that I have? It is a
No.
Famicom cartridge. It
It's a
is
Phantom.
like the original Japanese 1984 Nintendo, like 1982 probably.
Oh,
This is a bootleg cassette, which is funny.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's clearly a bootleg because there's no way that what the title of this game is. Well, I guess what do you think the title of this game is? You can see the image, right?
sort of Nosferatu.
It's a Nosferatu. It's clearly Nosferatu. There's a black carriage. There are black bats
Yeah.
flying through the sky. What do you think is on
it's
this
like
cartridge?
Oregon's Trail.
Is that your
Castlevania.
guess, Mondo?
Yeah, it's like Oregon's Trail.
Dracula's
but Dracula's Trail.
Revenge.
Saint, you got a guess?
Castlevania?
That's a great guess. Unfortunately, you were all wrong. It's Batman. Clearly,
Yeah,
there's a
that's
man and there are bats.
Just talking
Yeah.
about Batman. I
It's
should
Batman versus
Yeah, we-
Dracula.
I
That
was
made
about
me
to
think of
segue,
this
like,
immediately.
That's cool.
How you doing, guys?
Pretty rad.
Yeah,
Didn't get sucked away by a tornado.
cool.
That's cool.
I hated it when that almost happened to me.
Always
I
a good
bet.
thing.
Did I tell you
Yeah.
that a limb of a tree came through the roof into the kitchen?
Oh,
That
really?
was a couple years ago.
Recently?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. No. It was 7 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Pow
I was about to bring
hole.
my chainsaw and drive up.
Oh, big great fucking hole in the roof and shit, like a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, no,
That's
I remember
terrible.
that.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
haggis right there.
That's
I mean, I love
haggis.
haggis. I mean, like haggis has a hole in his roof. He
Was
does
that
not
from a
fix
har-
it.
Yeah.
Was that from a hurricane?
that was
from a
that was
hurricane?
actually it was a micro burst, is what they said it was,
Tornado.
which is like I guess a bunch of little tornadoes all at once. I don't know.
Yeah.
It really
Yes.
destroyed the side of the hill on the lakefront over
Southbury always gets fucking
yeah.
hit.
right coming right down Lake
Southbury
Zor.
is
It
hard.
got hammered.
Yep.
Everything got destroyed.
It's like, I don't know. I panicked. It's the only thing I can think of. Every time that I see a police officer now, if I'm engaged in any kind of activity that would make me feel guilty, such
Yeah,
as
act like a nut.
I think act like a nut.
Sometimes
He's
you act like a
he's
nut.
not going to arrest a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
I can go for an Alvin Joy now. Holy shit.
Yeah. I'd rather have an Unreal candy if I was going to go for that coconut. I don't eat much coconut. Those Unreal candy, Coconuts, replicants.
But are you talking
Is
about
mental
something
health a-
imaginary or what?
What?
No, I've jumped us from Almond Joy to Mounds. And
Not
Mounds-
a gigantic leap. Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, man.
There's a
Yeah,
brand
one
of,
second, I'll be
of
right there.
candy called Unreal Candy.
Oh.
They're like bougie candy, and they make a version of the Mounds candy that is highly superior to the Mounds candy. I
Is
don't
it-
even like coconut candy. Period. Full stop. But I do like that.
Well, I mean that's got to be high praise if you don't even like the
I
type
think
of
so.
thing it is.
Yeah. I think so.
That's a really funny thing to say. It's actually it's like it's got to be someone It's got to be someone that like knows that you're fucking around, basically. I mean, I guess I don't know. A really funny thing. What I was saying, the really funny thing to say to somebody is, "I don't even like the type of thing that you are."
Yeah.
I don't even like the type of thing you are.
But it's got to be a real specific.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got to be something
Yeah.
where they infer that you like that something that they are doing, and it's got to be a real, someone that gets you. Otherwise,
Yeah.
they're going to be really sad. It can be really. It is a really mean thing to say. I don't even like the type of thing you are.
Wow.
I say it like way more than I should.
You need to have like
Generally, I don't like people that are speaking, so it applies almost all the time. Oh man, I like coconut products, candy, and other things quite a bit.
Cocoa nut. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
So we've been reading a
Ugh.
book
Chasms.
about there have been, well, I guess there sort of has been some chasms.
Yeah.
There's been some. We have not gone to Chasm City. We are floating.
Not yet.
We are maybe not even floating above it.
No, Chasm City is like still far away. Yeah. It's we're 10
It's-
chapters in, and
It's relatively close to where I stopped this morning because I overshot and into chapter 12.
Hmm.
Where does chapter 10 leave off?
It leaves off with Sky. doing
with
something.
Sky's dad getting
Oh yeah,
his guts cut out by
a Momio.
Oh,
a weird mummy infiltrator.
A Momio
Yeah.
has woken up with
Infiltrator.
cyborg parts
Yeah.
and arm blades to do
knife arms.
cyber attacks.
Cyber sabotage. And yeah, someone speculates, well, I mean, we're going from the back to the front, I guess, but
Yeah, the question was, where did it end? So
Costanzo
We could-
is speculating that
That's I was about to say. What is the
Costanza-
girl's name? Because
Costanzo, yeah.
Well,
she was-
guess who I'm picturing is playing this woman.
yeah. She's like, oh, heck, we don't even know what happened when one of those ships, the Islamabad, blew up all those years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone thought maybe it was an accident, maybe they were fucking with their engines. Maybe it was exactly like this. Maybe some fucking dude with knife hands woke up and nobody actually got a chance to stop him, and he murdered his way down to the engine room and blew up the ship.
Yeah, that could be.
She doesn't say all that, but she's like, maybe it was sabotage. And like,
yeah, you can kind of infer.
That dude with that knife hand got pretty far until Sky shot him.
Yeah. Well, shot near him. The bullet did hit him. I guess he's responsible.
Yeah. Is that the... I mean...
It was a ricochet.
He doesn't have any security training. He's on the ship. He's not...
Yeah. His name's Skylar. Can't be expected to know how to shoot.
Skylar Hausman. It was weird when I first read this book. I remember many years ago. I was like, why does he have such a German name on a ship called Santiago, where everyone seems to be speaking Spanish?
Oh.
But then I went back to it and I was like, oh, because there's a lot of Germans in Chile and Argentina. There's also a lot of Italians too. You're making that face, but actually most of that immigration to South America from Germany was in after the revolutions of 1846.
Oh, cool. That's great to hear. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was mostly like liberals fleeing from crackdowns and repressions in Europe after the
and that's why it was a place where you might go if you were German
and
later.
Yeah, exactly. And that is why after World War II, Nazis were like, oh, you know where there's a bunch of Germans I can hide out among where nobody's going to try and extradite me? South America. Like Pope Francis was, he was Argentinian, but he was he
also was a Nazi. Like,
no. That was people were joking about what the one before that, Benedict, because he was German. But no. He was Italian. He was Italian Argentinian. Argentinian. Anyway,
Argentine.
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 Yes, I think
So we
that's that.
start out with Tanner and his
Anyway, yeah.
clockwork diamond gun. That's where we
Yeah,
start out.
Tanner and his that where we actually start out is on Sky's Edge,
Yeah.
on the planet of Sky's Edge, which we find out is named after Sky Hausman. This guy on these two parallel stories. This book is two parallel story tracks. There's Tanner Mirabelle and there's Sky Hausman.
You can
And,
catch a virus that makes you dream about this religious
Yep.
figure.
Makes your palms bleed.
Yeah.
That makes
This
your
is,
palms bleed.
You know
This
what my
is a-
favorite part of this entire book is?
Tell me right
What's
now.
The alcove.
Oh,
The
it's
It's when
like
when he wakes up, he looks at the alcove and he's like, no. And
you
he's
know,
just like fucking terrified of the alcove.
you know that duck that looks at that lamp that time,
No.
and he thinks the lamp is something wrong with the lamp. It's not
are
a
you
duck; it's
talking
a
about
redditor. Yeah.
Yes, I was going to bring that up.
Oh,
The guy
okay,
who-
yes, that's what the alcove is
let-
like. Yeah.
The lamp
man is in a
looks
coma,
slightly two-dimensional, and
Yeah.
that whole Reddit story, yeah, that's exactly what it made me think of.
The
Which is
man
one of the
looks
reasons I love
he
it.
looks at a lamp for too long and realizes that he's in a coma and has to wake up.
Yeah, none of his life is real. Indoctrinal viruses are terrifying.
Yeah, there's some real biology to those ideas. I remember seeing it someplace else before this too.
I hate that.
The idea that a virus can transmit information
Okay.
literally, as well as like disease, as well as changes to the body. And if a virus can get into your brain, which viruses can do, and pass between the blood-brain barrier because they're small enough, they can theoretically implant information and stuff into your brain. They can make changes to your brain. I mean, viruses can make people hallucinate. They can make people,
It's true.
Were some
They
of
can
those
make-
There's not a lot of
Yeah.
information in a virus.
some of those loyalty
No,
therapies
it would have
viral
Yeah, oh yeah, from
Volyova,
space,
etc.
yeah, Volyova, etc.
That was viral
Maybe-
work, probably.
Maybe retro
may
viral.
not have specifically been described as such.
Yeah. I mean, some of those indoctrinal viruses they describe also as like not just like you dream about the
The life story of the main
life story of
religious
the-
Life
figure.
and times of
Yeah.
the Houseman family.
yeah, the Sky Houseman, but like also like your arm falls off, your left arm falls off because Sky
Oh, yeah.
Houseman apparently loses his left arm at some point in his life.
Yes. Yeah, apparently.
Oh,
Man, Sky got
has
fucked.
that been? Should I have absorbed that? Did I fail to absorb that? Is that
They
a piece of
describe
information?
they describe that in the first chapter.
Oh,
They
okay.
describe in
Oh.
the
Red
first chapter
Hand.
how
With the red
how,
hand man, red hand Vasquez.
yeah, with the red hand man. So that's and that's why they get the stigmata because Sky Houseman was crucified at the end of his life, but he only had one hand at that point.
encased in resin next to a space elevator.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he only,
Cool.
and his hand is the only hand he's got is his right hand. So
Okay.
they nailed it through his right hand. So he gets stigmata through
Only
his
your
right
right hand gets the stigmata.
Yeah.
Or maybe you want to
Although-
collect dolphin skulls. There's all kinds of
Yeah.
shit that happens.
Yeah. Although technically, they note that they crucified him through the wrist, through the
Oh yeah,
Between-
they did it correctly.
between the bones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
To hold
the
it-
radius
to
and the
hold it up.
ulna.
Yeah. But whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, correctly, quote unquote. I thought correctly means you don't actually use nails. You just tie someone up and let them hang there for a week or two until they're dead.
Fair enough.
The
I'm
nails
not,
are for
to be honest,
the
this
nails
would
are
be a
for
surprise,
making it.
but I'm not an expert in crucifixion.
I imagine there are a variety of styles with
I
which.
grew up Catholic, so
Yeah.
I am an expert.
I know. I know this.
Oh man. Anyway. Also, I watched Conan a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, they strap him up to a cross.
Yeah, they crucify his ass. Not like an actual tree, like an actual tree.
Oh,
Yeah. Odin
But, I
style.
mean, yeah, Odin style. Well, I mean, that's really what crucifixion just means. It's just they hang you from something, And in
So they're
Catholic
living
in Catholic
supplies.
yeah, well in Catholic literature too, the poetic style they sort of use is like, oh, they hung him from a tree, they hung Jesus from a tree.
Oh,
They call
okay.
it they'll call the cross a tree because it's a big piece of wood, you know.
Trees are big
Um,
pieces of wood.
trees are big pieces of wood,
Does a
and again,
man
like oh,
shoot a snake like an arrow out of a bow?
yes,
That's the first
James Earl
movie. Yeah,
James Earl
Darth Vader.
Jones, not a
Yeah.
man.
Oh, I thought you
James
meant in
Earl
the
Jones
Bible.
does
In the
in the
Bible, the man.
Bible.
Yeah, James Earl Jones in the
No,
Bible.
in the
It
Bible.
says.
Yeah, well,
And
listen,
then,
like I
and
said,
doff did James Earl Jones step forth and draw a snake. Draw a
I have a fair
snake.
amount of knowledge of
Yeah,
the Christian
it was in
mythos, but not
it
that
was
part.
in it's found in the book of Conanus.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's how Eve got in trouble.
Shot her with a snake out of an arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they say they ate the snake. They don't tell you how the snake showed up
No.
and why she was so
James
keen to
Earl
listen to the
Jones.
snake. But if
Yeah.
James Earl Jones shoots the snake at you and the snake is like, "Yo, apples," you're like, "Apples."
Intriguing.
Yeah. I like in the section where where Mirabelle is like going through the city with his friend. I like that that Reynolds mentions that there's accordion music. I feel like a lot of city scenes don't mention
The
the sort of
types.
ambient busking music that you kind of
Yeah.
run into.
Yeah.
And it really lends a lot of flavor to the color. Like accordion music, that's cool.
I'm really fascinated by like the culture and the language on Sky's Edge.
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain things I know, but it's not that much of a spoiler to say that we already see the names of all the ships.
hmm
The five ships, one of which is destroyed. The one that was destroyed was Islamabad, and the
Yeah.
others are Santiago. Um, sorry, now I'm blanking out. It was Santiago, Belize. Oh no, sorry, not Belize, Brasilia, um, Palestine, and Baghdad.
hmm
And the organization that sent them out was something like the Confederation of South America, or like the Confederation of the South. So you get the idea that it was like there was this like war in the solar system, and all of the previous like big powers like America and Russia and China, they're not sending out the generation ships to colonize
Oh.
the stars. They're doing other shit. They're busy.
Also,
And
if
these
one
are
of
the
the languages
guys.
is Canadian, it's like Cantonese and Canadian or something like that.
French, yeah, and French, Canadian, and Cantonese.
Yeah, it's like
Those are the guys who become the Demarchists.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
You
but
also,
yeah,
I love that you get mention of the solar system in this book, which doesn't happen in
yeah,
most of the other ones.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
yeah,
departing from Seoul.
There's a trade run between
Skylar
yellow.
Houseman.
Yeah, there's a trade route between Yellowstone and Seoul, and a trade route between Fanned, Yellowstone, and Grand Teton.
hmm
So there's some names of some colonies there.
This is
But
early
Thanks.
yeah,
on.
Thanks,
but
Teddy Roosevelt, for
yeah,
naming
but
those planets.
the guys who are but the guys who are leaving on the generation ships, they're South Americans, and they're Middle Easterners for the most part.
hmm
Islamabad, suggests Pakistan,
Yeah.
but yeah. So it's interesting.
And
So
maybe
it's
there's
like,
a ghost ship. Maybe there's a sixth.
yeah, maybe there's a ghost ship.
Maybe
I
there's
love
one we
the
don't talk
generation
about.
of legends.
Yeah.
Ship.
Maybe
Yeah.
there's one
Like
they
the idea
stopped
that-
talking about 2 generations ago.
Yeah, but they talk
Yeah.
about how but they're talking about how like when you look at the chapters in the first chapter, there's little hints of what you can see happening from that colony fleet arriving at Sky's Edge, because they're like, oh, the Southerners speak Castellano, while the
Mhm.
Northerners speak a patois of a bunch of different languages.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, cool.
You know, and the southern, they're like, oh, they've got names like Norquinquo, and Norquinquo is the
Yeah.
name of Sky's best friend.
Yeah.
when he flashes back. So there's lots of little things there that show you like how the culture of this planet Sky's Edge was so heavily influenced by what was happening on the fleet before it got there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
You know, these are like their creation myths from their culture. These are like their cultural,
Yeah.
you know, creation stories. You know, these are
I
like their
also
George
that
Washingtons and first emperors or whatever.
yeah. You've got like 150 people awake on the ship at a time because that's the most that like people can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a group of that size, as you get all of these, the kids are growing up and growing up. And I love that the idea that the childhood legends don't really, because they don't spread out into broader groups of people, they sort of metastasize, and you get stuff that carries forward through into like the teenage years, that it's like, oh yeah, our kindergarten story about the melon heads. Well, like maybe like it's super neat to see that stuff in a futuristic setting.
Yeah,
Folklore.
it's a very closed, very claustrophobic society.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I thought about like little islands on the ocean,
Hmm.
like three or four, like four little islands, just by themselves out in the middle of the ocean, in the middle
God,
of nowhere,
it
you
makes me think
know,
about Aniara all the
and they
time.
can,
I guess I
they
gotta
can,
watch
and
that
they
fucking
can,
movie if you're gonna mention it every goddamn week.
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch it with you.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, then I'll pay attention.
Yeah. In the
Okay.
same way that you watched Obsession with me, I'll watch Aniara with you.
You think it'll upset me?
No, probably not. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think so. But I think that it is an upsetting movie,
All right.
and
Okay.
that is why I make that analogy. It's not upsetting like that. It's fucking cool.
but it is these little societies are neat.
Yeah, no, I
But
like
yeah,
it a lot.
and
Yeah.
they've got their little almost like little religions too, because they're like, yeah, they're like their whole society is like, we have to take care of the ship, and we have to
Yeah.
take care of the sleepers, the
The mummies.
the mummies.
Yeah.
Um, that's their whole thing. And there's like, there's like 990 sleepers on each ship, almost 1,000. A few are dying
Some are
off as they go. So it's still not very
Yeah.
many, but like, so, but if you get there, 5,000 people, all five ships get there, 5,000 people plus the
That's a
crews,
fair number.
almost 6,000 round out, and then
Bunch of people.
you lose one at least.
Yeah.
That's
How
not so
low
great,
did
but
human population is theorized to have gotten back in
oh,
that,
like
like in
during
Africa?
the Toba eruption event or something like that almost killed off
Yeah.
all of humanity. It got
Yeah.
pretty
It was
low.
like 10,000 people, I think, or something like that. Not very many.
Yeah, what was the population? Roughly
Uh, is
1,000 to 10,000. It's between 1,000 and 10,000 breeding individuals, 70 to
Yeah.
75,000 years ago.
Yeah, it's
As
not very
low
many.
as 1,000? That's low.
Yeah.
That seems low.
Yeah.
No wonder everyone I ever met acted like an inbred asshole.
Yeah,
And this is why we shouldn't fight.
this is why we shouldn't fight. We're all cousins, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's it.
Um,
But yeah, I guess a couple thousand is enough for a good stable genetic population.
I mean,
Long-term.
in your opinion, I guess. I don't know how stable this shit's looking to me.
Well, I
too many
mean,
of us now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I remember saying in
Gotta go to space.
Yeah.
oh, you're talking about the real world now.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
No.
even Sky's Edge,
How are they
I
doing
guess-
population wise?
I don't know
Did
about
they end
population-wise,
up with
but they're-
5,000 or so, or would it have been 4?
I'm not even sure. Yeah, I guess it's 4,000 something. Well, some other stuff happens.
A bunch of stuff happens.
It gets
Yeah,
complicated.
I imagine that I imagine a great many more things do happen.
Yeah. People are mad at Sky High for a reason.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. Like the very first chapter or two talks about how people both hate and worship him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mirabel says something like when he passes by, is like, well, he did give us this planet, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like,
uh-huh.
what exactly does that mean? He gave us this planet. I mean, you guys were all headed there in the first place together, right? How did he give you the planet?
Is this
So-
where they were headed? Were they headed to Sky's Edge, or were they
Yeah,
headed to
yeah,
Yellowstone?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is
Yeah.
mentioned early in the
They're-
book that
yeah,
he
they're-
jettisoned some sleepers.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So they they right now on the right now of the ship in Skyhausen this time they're calling it Journey's End. 'Cause that
Yeah.
sounds, you know,
Yeah.
Right.
they're not calling it Sky's Edge yet.
Well, that
Um,
makes sense. Yeah.
I like that they call the star Swan. I like that.
Yeah, they call the sun Swan
Yes.
because the star is 61 Cygni A, or 61 Cygni A.
Yeah.
Cygnus is the Latin for swan.
Yeah.
Any anything scary in Cygnus? Any old gods or anything like that? You know how like that yellow guy's hanging out on Taurus and shit. I feel like there's something cool about Cygnus.
Oh, it wouldn't.
Like
might
in
be
like
thinking-
I'm talking about like Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
I think I'm specifically talking about like the Call of Cthulhu role playing game. Is really probably what I'm talking
Possibly.
about.
Well, there's in real astronomy there's the very famous Cygnus X1 radio source, which is
Oh, maybe that could
possibly the closest stellar mass black hole to the solar system that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's still like 4,000 light years away or something.
Very
like that.
far away.
It's still incredibly far away. 4,000, 8,000, something like that. It's far.
Oh, doesn't really matter when you talk about space. This is why the movie Aniara is cool.
Hey Saint,
Yeah.
do you want to take one more stab at exactly what I was thinking of?
No, because now I'm like confused again. Thinking of what?
What's scary
What were you
about
talking-
Cygnus? Why I think Cygnus is scary?
Oh,
Blindsight?
No.
giant scary swan.
You are likely thinking of the galactic ghoul, a region of dark nebulosity that forms a spooky, shadowy face in the Cygnus constellation, or, which, first of all, I want to know, I guess that's a real thing, or
What?
Dr. Hans Reinhardt, the bad captain of the lost USS Cygnus from the 1979
right, yes,
Disney
and
sci-fi film.
The black hole. That's right. His ship was named the Cygnus again
Yep.
after the same fucking thing. After Cygnus X1.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah. That's why I know
God, I
about
love
Cygnus.
that movie.
Yeah, me too, man.
Cygnus.
Weird
Love
little
that.
hamburger robots.
Dude, we should watch that. We should rewatch that movie together sometime.
All right, I got to make a
love to
list.
rewatch
We
that
Annie are
Yeah, I've got that one if you don't have it on streaming.
Have
Black Hole,
you
I-
ever watched? Have you ever watched the Black Hole, Mark?
I have not.
We should make you watch it as like an impartial
Game?
observer of watching a really old, not really actually all that good, like 1970s sci-fi movie. This came out like before Star Wars, right?
Oh yeah, maybe. I'm gonna say maybe. I'm gonna say
wanna say-
maybe
I
like
wanna
right
say-
before, maybe like 76.
I want to say 1976 is when this movie came out. I remember seeing it when I was a kid, and it blew my mind. It was so good.
Did you
It's-
say you
it's-
went
it's-
to see it? Like you went?
No,
like
I
you
don't. No, I didn't see it in
Uh,
theater or something. But I
Oh, you
remember
would not
seeing
have been alive in 1976, probably.
it. No, sure wasn't.
I keep making lists of movies that we all got to watch and stuff, but then I write down like two things every time I talk to someone, and then it's like in the middle of 5,000
You know,
pages
it's
of juttered. I'll make a list at some point anyway, but you've mentioned it a bunch of times. So.
Yeah, but what else about Chasm City, where we haven't even arrived
I-
yet?
Well, Jesus
we
Christ.
talked-
Okay, go ahead.
I mentioned the Diamond Gun already, but
Yeah,
I want
okay.
to just mention
Oh,
it
yeah.
again because it's very Neil Stephenson Diamond Age-esque. I don't know which one comes first.
Yeah.
Just I'm not, I just like it. I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, I feel like there's some changes too in like maybe not changes, but like so I feel like in Revelation Space they talked about like their shield ice on their light hugger, right? They talked about how
Mhm.
like they had shield ice to protect their light hugger when they're moving. But
Correct.
in
Yes.
this, they're talking about diamond.
Yeah.
They have like diamondoid shields on their hulls instead of
Do
shield
they ever
ice.
say
Maybe
diamond and ice? Maybe at one,
maybe
one
I don't know.
line, one time they might say diamond and ice.
Maybe it's a combination. Maybe it's both. Maybe they have
Maybe
some
ice spores on
diamondoid.
the, but they do have yeah,
Maybe they
they've got
coat.
diamonds.
Yeah, because these big diamondoid conical shells that get like shedded and abandoned sometimes as
Yeah.
light huggers reconfigure themselves. That's how Hospice Idlewild of the Ice
Yeah.
Mendicants build their habitat on the cheap.
Hmm.
That's a cool little
That is
organization
cool.
of
The Ice
of
Mendicants.
priests that are like, yeah, we're gonna take care of the people who lose their memories in reefer sleep.
Oh, that's why ice.
Too much reefer sleep.
Call them
Too
slush
much, too
puppies.
much.
Wake up slushy. Is Sister
Mo-
Amelia
mostly.
being sexually harassed?
Yeah,
is.
she
Okay.
is being sexually harassed by Brother Alexei. So Tanner teaches her how to kick Brother Alexei's ass.
Good.
And then he kicks Brother Alexei's ass. And then he gets his ass
And then
kicked
he
on
gets
the
his
way
ass
out
kicked.
of the
Yeah, he does.
yeah.
Everyone's on
There-
brother.
there's-
Everyone's on Brother Alexei's side. Surprise, surprise.
There seem to be a lot of dickheads in the Ice Mendicants for Order of Holy People, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is the station where this is a cylindrical shaped station where he wakes up after
Yeah.
with
No,
not
is-
all of his memories.
Yeah, not
And with a
cylindrical,
virus.
spindle
Not exactly
shape.
cylindrical.
Two, two cones
Two
put together,
cones.
which is like like he says, like a weird shape for a space habitat, because
Yeah.
you don't get consistent gravity like you would with a cylinder spun up. Like when you spin up a cylinder, you get consistent gravity all along the inside surface of the cylinder as it's spinning because it's the same distance from the outside. But the
Yeah.
spindle, as you climb from the widest part to the narrowest part, the gravity gets lighter and lighter.
Spinning fewer revolutions per minute.
Yeah, you're closer to the center of gravity. So
More, actually.
yeah, no, it's less.
No, it gotta
You're
be
spinning-
more. Because
You're spinning at a slower rate, right? I don't know, physics hard. Anyway,
The further
point
you
is-
are from the center
From the
of the
central.
spindle, the more times you are going around per second, and the force is greater upon you. Yes.
that's what I would have thought. It is definitely not what he says in the book.
Oh, he says that
found
the
that
gravity is
confusing.
heavier at the tips.
no, it's
Does
the
he say
opposite.
No,
that?
later at the tips.
It's
That's
lighter
what
at the tips.
I am saying.
No,
Lighter at the tips.
I don't, guys. I don't think it's that. I'm trying to remember my circle physics. It's a point on this. If you draw a line on a cone from the point to a point on the outside, and then you spin it,
Uh-huh.
it's like one revolution on the outside and one revolution from a
They're the
point
same.
closer is still all one revolution, but you have
Yeah.
the outside spins much faster
Because
than
yes.
something
Yes.
by the inside. So
Yes.
that's what creates the greater.
Yep.
Thank you.
Fourth.
I am looking
I
at
said
split
that
gravity.
completely incorrectly,
As-
but
as
that's
we say,
right.
that's what I was trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
You're going
it's not
so much
intuitive.
faster. You're going so much
Yeah.
faster that you're being pulled away by that
By that force, exactly.
Yeah.
And so the gravity is higher, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
When you're up there,
um,
you're just kind of going floating around.
Yeah.
hey, for a planet that has like kind of shitty backwards ass technology and is too busy fighting wars all the time, Sky's Edge had a space elevator, which is cool as hell. I say had a space elevator because they blow it up in the second chapter or third chapter or whatever,
Yeah.
which is wow.
Yeah. That's.
I don't know if
that's
I don't know.
a fucked up thing to
You
do.
guys never watched. Did you guys ever watch the Foundation series?
No.
No, is it Lee
the,
Pace
Yeah, Lee Pace is
and the
evil
guy from
emperor.
Chernobyl?
Yeah. The first episode starts with a terrorist attack that blows up and cuts the space elevator
Oh.
on Trantor.
Kind of like this.
So imagine, but imagine in this it's like the space elevator falls, but in this imagine like the space elevator falls but the whole planet is like Coruscant, so the whole planet's a city. So there's no place to fall
Oh,
for the
on
space elevators to
Trantor?
fall, except for on more cities and on lots and lots and
Right.
lots of more people.
That's pretty
So it's
bad.
a huge disaster that kills millions and millions of people. And yeah, that it kind of sets off a whole bunch of stuff in that series. Like that's it's kind
It's
of
a
a
great series of books. I really like
yeah,
that.
but it's not. I don't think that space elevator follows in the books.
No.
But yeah, but it made me think of when we're reading this, it made me think of
Yeah.
that, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you can go like probably
I'll
see
find it
this
on YouTube probably.
the scene of it on YouTube. Yeah, and it's a good thing. But yeah, just the forces imagined in like all of this shit. They're riding up a space elevator, a line of thread that's only 5 meters wide, made out of some kind of super hyper diamond.
Past their crucified, encased in resin, holy figure
Yeah.
that infects people with viruses that make them dream of his life and bleed and lose an arm.
20,000 kilometers up into the sky to the transfer station.
Mirabelle is
That's a lot of
Riding the luxury car. It's like riding a luxury train, except the train goes up instead of
yeah.
around on the surface of the planet.
He's got to get revenge for his boss and his boss's lady friend against a transformer that is a black cat that turns into a cassette tape. It's chasing Rivage.
Argent Rivage.
Yeah.
Argent Rivage.
I'm going to be real sad when he's not a black cat or a robot.
Well, his first name is Silver, right? So
Argent?
Silver
Is that
black
what
cat.
Argent? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Argent
Silver.
Rivage.
Argent.
Obviously,
yeah,
I was
Argent-
listening to the audiobook and I was like, whoa, chasing Ravage up the space elevator.
And yeah, it's funny. He's like, it's amazing that Tanner is like, I'm gonna chase this guy to another fucking planet. I'm gonna chase him
Did-
off my home and to somewhere else because I got nothing better to do.
yeah,
Did
And I got this
shit to do.
Did
weird hitman on her.
Did Sister Amelia sort of say that she did know that this guy had come through the slush puppy
Yeah.
hospital, but did she say
Yeah,
that
she
they
sort of-
might have been friends or might have known each other? Because there's another part of Tanner's memory that
Tanner says
missing.
that.
oh,
Tanner
he
lies
says to
about
her,
that.
he's lying to her. He wants to follow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like, "Oh, we were
Yeah.
traveling together," and he at some point he's like, he thinks that she is starting to figure out the friendship might have been
Gotcha.
one-sided.
Okay.
No, but yeah, Sister Dusha, who is one of the doctors there, who is, I guess, like a neurologist or something, says, by the way, it's not just the indoctrinal virus. Your whole brain seems really
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like there's some weird bullshit happening in your brain, and you might want to sit down
As
and
always.
sort that out before you go running off. And he's like, nope, gotta run off. Don't
Yeah.
care about my brain.
Yeah, that is not possible.
Seems like the kind of thing that happens to a person in these books.
Just by the end of chapter 10,
Makes you
has
recognize
he
an
gotten
outcome.
on the slow boat away from Idlewild?
Like
He's
he's
just
just
gotten
gotten
on
on it, and then we get the
He hasn't-
long chapter.
falls-
Not the long chapter, but the chapter
Yeah,
about Sky.
chapter
and
9. Yeah, chapter
the guy
9. He gets
waking
on the
up.
slow boat, falls asleep. Chapter
Yeah.
10 is all Sky, and this Sky,
Okay.
Sky's
The Momio that
Sky's
wakes
little,
up.
the Momio that wakes up. The little story
Because
about
there's
the.
something that happens.
I want to.
I'm
I wish
trying-
I could ask my wife how to pronounce the name of the ship. Kalwiche.
there is
the ghost
a
ship.
sort of a VR
Yeah.
kind of experience thing. And I don't know if you guys have gotten there yet.
Nope.
No.
No. That's
Okay.
that's next. I know what you're talking
Alright.
about. That's
Yeah.
that's one of the experiences he has on the slow boat, and I think that's literally like the next chapter. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that next week. It's fucking
Yeah,
brutal.
it is the next chapter. So yeah, but we have there's plenty of other stuff to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is the funny thing, and we know from reading Revelation Space that Chasm City and Yellowstone are fucked the fuck up
Okay.
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
result of the melding plague. And
Can't wait.
I don't know if you caught on yet, Dave, but Tanner is not aware of that yet.
No, he does.
Oh, he does not know about the melting plague. Okay.
He specifically said the
Well, he
glitter
said the
band a
glitter
couple-
band. I noticed
Like
that.
4 or
Yeah,
5
yeah,
times.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I also don't know when this is. So
Mm.
It doesn't. No, yeah.
yeah,
Unlike
it
this,
could
it
have
doesn't give us
been
the
the glitter
idea.
band
But
for all
did
I know. Yeah.
did the audio version you read come with the intro, the prologue that says, "Dear newcomer, welcome to the Epsilon Eridani system. Despite all that has happened, we hope your stay here will be a pleasant one. We have compiled this document to explain some of the key events in our recent history." And it's like,
No.
oh my God, this
Oh
is a big
wow.
deal. This
Yeah,
is
that's
an
a big
intro.
deal.
There's like 4 pages. That's like an introductory document, and Tanner reads it in like chapter 12 or 13.
It's 4
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah,
Oh, Tanner reads it in chapter 12, so it'll be
Yes.
read to me.
he no, and
No.
no, the
Oh.
funny thing
It's an
is,
excerpt.
Well, if
the
it's
funny thing is the way it works is it's like there's like a 4 page thing that here describing how the melding plague destroyed Yellowstone, Chasm City, and the Glitter Band, and what the civilization that's left. And um, in chapter 12 or 13, somewhere, I think,
Yeah.
Tanner
It's
finally
12.
gets around to reading this.
Mhm.
And the in the chapter where it reads, it's like you read the first like 2 lines of the prologue,
uh
and then it kind of like elides the rest, and then you're like, and then it skips over, and then it goes to be Tanner being like, oh, whoa, okay, this is
Fuck.
different. Yeah, but
w-
I'll read it to you later if you want.
well,
I'm not gonna.
I,
I don't have to read it to you on the recording because you
would
probably don't want to put the whole thing on the recording. But
would you take photographs of it?
yeah, I can do that too.
That would be, yeah. That would be, I would love that. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, the Yellowstone did not do well.
With the melding plague. No, and I mean we'll find out more about it. We'll find out a lot more about it as we go. It's a big deal. It's a big part of the story. It's a big part of what everyone is dealing with. And
Yeah.
yeah.
There's going to be mulch and pigs and
Oh yeah.
that kind of stuff, and maybe assassins running around. I don't know. That's about what I know
Oh
about.
yeah.
And palanquins. That's what I know about Chasm
Mhm.
City.
You're gonna get
Palanquins.
all that shit, all that shit.
Chimerics hiding hiding from the melding plague.
A lot
And
of people
more.
talking about immortality and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like we were talking about before, immortality. They love it. I love
They'd
that
really
shit.
like to have it.
On Sky's Edge, the merchant ships would come by, and sometimes they would say, "Hey, we can sell you this life extending technology that every other civilized planet has." And on Sky's Edge, they always said, "Nope, we only got money for guns.
Yeah, give me
Everyone's
a
got
weapon.
lots of enemies on Sky's Edge. We're all shooting each
Yeah.
other all the time."
None of us are expecting to survive that long.
Right.
Yeah.
So we don't
Give
need
us
your
something that'll kill
immortality
enemies.
tech. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd like, you know what? Once we finish shooting all our enemies, we'll buy some life extension tech the next time you come around.
Yeah.
We don't know much about. We don't. At this point, we don't know what happened after the elevator. After Mirabelle jumped out of the elevator into space and was rescued, and eventually
Mhm.
was in
Yeah.
reefer sleep for too long and became slushy.
Yeah, I was in reefer slip for about 10 or 15 years to fly from um, 61 Cygni A to Epsilon Eridani.
And it caused him to
It's
lose his memories, but then he remembered his friend who lived in the reptile house.
Yeah.
I like that his friend lives
Cajuela.
in the reptile house, Coela.
Cajuela. Yeah. And his wife, Gita.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah. Cajuela is a war criminal and an arms dealer. And he likes hunting stuff. He sounds overall like kind of a huge dickhead.
yeah.
yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of a cartel dude.
Yeah. He's not selling drugs. He's selling guns.
Yep.
And
But he's got
just
that kind of morality.
yeah, no. Yeah. And he's real like, Nick Cage from Lord of War style. Like, well, guns don't kill people. People kill people.
With the guns that I sell
With the
them.
guns that I sold. but specifically too, like one of the Ultra captains called him out and says like, we kind of noticed that it's not just selling guns, man. You're also big into like starting the wars when they start to like chill down, so
Yeah.
that so you can keep making money. And he's like, yeah, so
Yeah, it seems like a really good way to make money.
and
Then the Ultra Captain's like,
the captain's like, and
like
that's
you.
why I like you.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
I just wanted, I just want to be clear where we stand. That's all.
Yeah.
And he's like, you act like a reptile, and Kohala is like, hey, fuck you, man. And he's like, no, I like reptiles.
Yeah. I too am a reptile.
Look at me. I look like an egg on a
He does look
balanced
like an
on
egg.
a leather fetish.
A leather trench coat. A leather fetish.
Trench coat. Yeah,
Yeah.
a leather fetish trench coat.
Just, just a pillar of fetish with an
Yeah.
egg on top.
Oh, like what are those guys? Like the guys from Dark City.
Dark City.
Yeah.
Oh, not the Super Mario Brothers movie.
No. Dark City.
Same guys,
with,
though.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, Mr. Clue and Mr.
Mr.
Book
Cold
and Mr.
and
Hand.
Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah.
Are they
That movie
called
that was-
something?
That movie that was good for the first 45 minutes. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what the no. That's what I'm just saying. I was like the captain of the Orvieto was.
We use your dead
that's-
as vessels.
That's what he looked like.
God. Wish somebody would say that to me.
Yeah. One of the ultras has a hole in her chest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Just walks
cool.
Another one
around
has
like a
like glass
Big
arms.
hole in her tummy for no
Yeah.
reason.
I bet there's
Another
a
has like
reason.
glass arms with glowing cogs.
Yeah, purple skinned
Yeah.
ladies flying spaceships around.
Tanner's like, they just send them there to, or no, he gets told that they sent those ones to freak
They
him
send
out.
the weird they
Yeah.
send the weirdest ones to freak him out, and Tanner's like, it's working.
Yeah, it's working. I'm freaked out. Also, really like the part where it's like he's got his gun, and the Ultra's like, "You're armed," and he's like, "Is that a problem?" And she's like, "No, I don't think it will be."
I like how the ultras all have I think they described this in Revelation Space too, but because the ultras on the Nostalgia for Infinity were all weirdos, I don't think any of them did this, but they the ultras in this book are described as all having like dreadlocks.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's like every time you go through a long reefer sleep stint, you add like another dreadlock to your hair.
Hmm.
yeah.
It's like
There was
it's like
something
Game of-
about
it's like
someone
Game of
cutting
Thrones
one off
slash
in one of the
Dothraki.
book.
Yeah. No, there was a scene in the
bar?
Shrouder and the Juggler bar, in the
Yeah,
Ultra bar
So it's
in
mentioned,
Revelation
yeah.
Space, which I guess sounded like somebody was losing a bet and they
Yeah.
had to like cut one of their locks off.
And they're all in this one too. They're like the ultras are all sort of skeletal and except
Yeah,
they're
like-
wearing like powered armor to walk on the ground.
Yeah, they're like born and raised in space.
Belters.
Yeah, they
Belters.
got they don't like being on planets. You know,
Yeah.
I remember
It's such a neat.
it's a neat
Go ahead.
idea. I was about to say when I was reading The Expanse, I remember the character of Bobby,
Yeah, the Martian.
the Martian Marine Corps
Mhm.
super
Yeah.
badass lady.
Yeah.
First time she goes to Earth, she's like she walks outside and she like almost has a panic attack.
Right.
Because on Mars
Because the
they're so used to
horizon's
living
fucked up.
they're so used to living underground.
Yeah.
So like she's like walking under an open sky, like gives her a panic attack and she's like, I'm gonna fall up into the sky. She like runs back inside for a minute to like catch her breath, and the Terran Marine who's there is like he's like, just he's like, hey, keep
Look
your eyes
down.
kind of fixed on the ground, don't look up. Look up a little bit, don't look up past the horizon. Keep your eyes fixed on the ground. Breathe deep, it'll be good.
Yeah.
It was a cool little scene because it was like Mars and Earth are supposed to be like rivals,
Enemies.
fight enemies, but he's like, no, that's cool. You're cool. Take a breath.
It's like I too am a Marine, and therefore we're cool. I just love the idea that a planet is not considered the default by all.
Yeah.
But for some, sure.
Yeah.
But the idea that it's like, oh yeah, you live on a planet and that's weird.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. That's weird. Weirdo.
Yeah.
Like
Gotta go talk to
Even-
these weird to do some
Yeah.
business with the weird planet guys.
even
Yeah.
even Yellowstone before the melding plague, Chasm City was a big deal,
Hmm.
but the glitter band was kind of even more of a big deal.
Yeah. It's like that's the dream. That's the we will find our future in America.
Yeah, that's that's the real upper class zone is the glitter band.
Yeah.
You know,
That's Tifereth or whatever it is.
Yeah.
in Battle Angel.
yeah, exactly. That's Tifereth. That's Catharies. That's
Where does
that Matt Damon movie.
Matt
or whatever.
David? Yeah.
Yeah.
Elysium.
Elysium.
Elysium. Okay. That's
Imagine Elysium, but like a couple
Little and
thousand of
big.
them all lined up.
yeah, all stations in a row. Yeah.
Filling the sky.
Like what's it called in Neuromancer? What's the one with all the carpets?
Oh, the Stray Light Cathedral.
Stray Light.
Stray Light something.
Yeah, it's Straylight.
Yeah.
It's I forget what the family is called.
It's the Tishford. It's something with hyphen.
Yeah. I've got MP3s of the audiobook recorded from cassette as read by William Gibson. It's pretty baller to listen to Gibson read his own shit.
That's pretty cool. That's always awesome. That's always
the
awesome
Villa-
when the author does it.
The Villa
Straylight.
of the Tessier Ashpool clan.
That's right, Tessier Ashpool.
Anyway, yeah.
Is that something? Is that William Gibson or is that The Expanse? Where
Yeah,
are we
that's
right
what-
now?
That's
That's what
Gibson.
he gets
Okay.
wrong.
I lost at some point. I don't know too much about William Gibson. I lost, or The Expanse, but I have said that is on my list of things to do.
Yeah, definitely read The Expanse. Read it. Don't watch it.
Yeah. Well, the show is good, but it's not going to be finished. So
Yeah. So yeah, he's we get weird flashes of Sky's childhood where he's got a friend named Costanza who is, a short, stocky, balding man from New York City in
Yep.
the 1996 or so.
that is correct.
And he's got a weird clown that
Yeah,
tells him stories.
What's funny is the chain of associations. You're imagining Costanza.
yeah.
I'm imagining Elaine because Costanza is a Latino woman. So she's like a young girl, but obviously,
Okay.
like later on, they grow up into women. So, like
Yeah.
for some reason, like I'm imagining Elaine.
Elaine Bennett pops out. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fair.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you to both of you for links and photos of things that you have sent me.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, other than the segments about Sky, if there is anything we didn't really touch upon.
I will say
the
this.
flotilla.
I remember reading this book. The first time I read this book, I really wanted to find out what was going on with Tanner, and I really didn't care about what was going on with Sky.
Mhm.
And I remember feeling like how much shit could be happening on one ship in the middle of nowhere flying through space with only like 150 people on it. Like what the fuck could actually be happening out there?
Seems like a lot of things.
A lot.
Blade
The
arms.
The answer is actually quite a lot.
Quite a lot
and
of
I
things
should-
might happen.
and I should have been like more willing to entertain this distraction from Tanner
Hmm.
and to absorb what's going on here by itself because there's intrigue, man. The intrigue on this ship, the Santiago, and later on there'll be a lot more intrigue between all the different ships of the flotilla.
Yeah.
As well. It's and again that's like it's so cool because by the time you get to the end of this book, you can go back to the beginning and again just read that first chapter and be like, these fucking names, these fucking
Yeah.
places that they're talking about, that Tanner makes all these mentions about, and these images and everything, they all make perfect fucking sense to me now.
That's
They're
dope.
like that is why this planet is like the way it is because of all these decisions that Sky and the people who live at the same time as him were making on these ships flying towards this planet.
Oh, I see why their capital's named Washington.
Yeah. Or yeah, in my research, I found like their capital or whatever where the bridge is Valparaíso,
Mm-hmm.
which is Valparaíso is a city in Chile with very high European immigrant population, Germans and Italians.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks, guys.
I guess.
Yeah, that's Chasm City, and we'll
Yeah.
maybe we'll do it in
Chapters of the Chasm.
about 4 sessions. Might seems probably reasonable if everyone is, and as always, if everyone
Yeah,
you can
this
always
is
check in and be
forever.
like, oh no, I only read this many this week.
Yeah, this is a good book. I feel like it's a little tighter than Revelation Space. You know, there's only really like 2 main characters, Tanner and Sky.
Sky. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there are other major characters, but these are the
Sure.
viewpoint characters.
POV characters.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm finding this one goes a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Or it flows better for me, or it's more
Yeah.
it hooks me in better than Revelation. Like I love Revelation. Like Revelation Space is really cool, super neat ideas, great story.
Tons of ideas, throwing them at you.
Yeah.
5 at a time.
Yeah. But like I said, I like reading this book. You can tell that like he's growing. Alice Reynolds was growing as a writer as he was writing this, and he was focusing more on his characters, you know, and not so much on just like the crazy over the top ideas. Although this book is full of like cool, fun ideas, and you know, he's developing these Revelation-based ideas more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is much more about character. Yeah. Anyway. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, man. I will talk to all of you real soon. Thanks.
Forward to it.
Good.
Good night.
Good evening. You are listening to WMFB, and now the weather. The sky tonight will be cold, crisp, and clear, hanging only slightly taller than usual this evening. Despite favorable conditions and clear air, residents are advised to stay indoors. Due to underlying archival activity, pedestrians that wander under the open sky tonight are likely to remember a similar cold, dark evening in their childhood, where the stars were high and far and strange. In these memories, which while unfamiliar, are indeed true, you will find yourself in the clearing you came to as a child, the clearing with the stone mound and the whistling chimney gap at the top, sitting and gasping and wheezing all night in the wild. You will remember coming here. You will remember entering. You will remember being inside. Please, tonight, when you are out there, turn back before you come to that stone mound. Please, come home.
So I was telling Dave I had this before on Epic Games Launcher, and I always had to like fucking struggle with it to like make it work. Like it wouldn't work with my controller and shit. And it was on sale on Steam for like $5 or $7 or something. I'm like, I can rebuy this on Steam for price of.
And Remedy is such a good company. The game
Starbucks
is so good.
Coffee.
Right.
I was supposed to go pick up some free game on the Epic launcher, and well, instead I did not install it and forgot what game I was supposed to get.
I picked up like 20 free games on Epic Launcher or more, and most of them I've never touched.
That's how I feel about PSN. Every month I get the games, but I've never played one of them. But I do it because I'm like, well, maybe someday my kids will want to play these games.
That's what I did I did that for some of those too, but I'm still not doing that. Although I did get a game. I had Xavier playing on like my PlayStation controller for the first time ever. He never wanted to play using controllers, so I was like, oh no, I'll play on like touchscreen, and occasionally he'll play like mouse and keyboard. But he wants to get this Hot Wings game, or Hot Wings, not
Hot Wings.
no,
You have to bash your way through the pain.
Hot Wheels.
Yes,
Hot Wheels.
yes.
Hot Wheels racing game.
Rafe loves that game.
Those are good.
Yeah, Hot Wheels. So we got Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2.
You guys as kids and I are fans of those games.
Yeah. Well, the
They're
thing
fun.
that I like
It's a
about
good
that game
basic racing
especially
game.
Yeah.
is that you can change the difficulty settings such that, like, if they just hold the trigger, they will win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rafe
That's
being
what I play.
4, like
It's the dead man.
that's about how he can what he can handle.
Right
Yeah, me
after
too.
the pyramid spoke to me, and it
Xavier was immediately like, it's on easy, set it to like the highest difficulty. And I was like, you
Oh,
always want to just
nice.
immediately set it for the highest difficulty and then get frustrated when you get your ass kicked.
happy.
You do this in every game. And he's like, no, I don't. And I was like, yeah, you really do.
That's Damashi. That's fighting
It's quite
spirit.
warm outside. Is it
Yeah,
safe,
right
though?
there.
All right, we don't have to keep playing this, but we can do this for right now. The
Oh no,
hiss.
is it the hiss?
The
It's
hiss is
that guy
hissing.
from Robin Hood.
You are a worm through time.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
Oh yeah.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you. That was horror.
One of those games that's actually like kind of really hard when you first start because you have absolutely no powers or abilities or options or
Right.
anything.
Like life.
Real Far Cry of it.
When I was a baby, shit was fucking hard. I didn't have any powers.
Couldn't walk, couldn't talk,
I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. All I could do was scream and shit. It was terrible.
could barely breathe. Hell.
Yeah. I couldn't even collapse my visual field into distinct
Oh wait, that's not an
geometric
actual enemy.
shapes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a really hard time. My friend and foe identification routines were pretty bad when I was a baby too.
Well, you know, human babies are basically just fetuses expelled from the womb
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, they're not done cooking.
Oh really?
No, and we just have to do that
It's
because
the
the head,
cranium.
yeah, the head is too big for the birth canal.
Oh.
Yeah.
It really is. Like when you think about like almost every other mammal in existence,
Well, I am
They get,
because
their babies are ready to go. If
Yeah.
not like within a day or two, like within like a month or so at the most.
pretty soon.
what
Yeah,
you
usually pretty soon. The only like really like high level predators and stuff with who have to learn complicated behaviors, you know, take longer to grow up often. But
Cats.
yeah, cat. I was thinking of cats, but also dogs.
Yeah.
what you said about being expelled from the womb early, I believe, is part of the definition of a marsupial. That
Marsupials do that too.
they are born
do.
like unviable.
Yeah, and then they hang out in there.
Like actually, or like super duper early.
Yeah, they're
right,
kind of
yeah.
like born and then they go halfway back in.
You know
like
what
hang
else?
out in the
This is
pouch.
one of my favorite animal facts. You know what else a marsupial can do? Since you might imagine that the gestation is like a couple weeks and then it's in the pouch for months.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's born
Yeah.
so early. So what marsupials are able to do is pause a pregnancy. If it gets pregnant while there's a baby in the pouch, it'll just stay pregnant, but the fetus won't develop until the pouch is empty.
Wow.
Yeah. Cool animals.
Didn't know
And
that.
a lot of them have 3 penises too. One for
Oh, that's even better.
yeah, let's see. 3 penises? No. No, there's three vaginas. One is the birth canal, and the other are two openings to accommodate the male's two-pronged penis. Echidnas have five.
Like a star.
A little bit. You can look it up. It's a five-pronged knobby.
Like a star-nosed mole.
Yeah, like that, except
Yeah, that's
another
basically what I
side.
was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are some black market customer guys who want to experience being a bunch of maggots who've been eaten by their brothers.
Yes.
That's the thing apparently in Chasm City.
Being
really-
worms. This book is about a lot of things are going on in this book.
There's a lot going on in
There's
this
a
book.
lot of
Many
things happening.
I almost kind of forgot exactly how many things are going on in this book. And
Lots.
they're really starting to come to a lot of stuff starts to happen between chapters 10 and 20. Yeah.
We're hunting snakes.
Oh, snake! It's a snake.
Rodriguez has gotten his brain replaced.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
We're not exactly engaged in shadow. There's another game where you can hunt a man. It's not the one where you're a rich man who wants to have the thrill of being hunted. It's
Right.
one where you get kidnapped.
It's the old fashioned
Yeah.
like
one, you
like
lock the target. Two,
Yeah,
you
the
bait
old
line.
fashioned kind of hunting.
Three, you
the
people.
old
slowly
fashioned
spread the net.
of like
Or
nothing
you catch the net.
thrills me anymore except
Hunting
hunting and
poor
murdering
The most
poor people.
dangerous game.
Exactly. The most dangerous game, poor people.
There are pigs there, and some immortal people are so bored they jump off of cliffs and watch each other
Yep.
jump off of cliffs for their entertainment. And also, Sky Houseman is immortal because he was stolen from the Reaper Sleep as a baby.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
He was-
and there is. I
And
felt
there is a sixth. Well, there's not, but there was.
there might be.
The,
Might be.
the
captain
captain
says
says
there
there is now. Yeah.
The captain says that the captain is also fucking like a
The captain's a-
zillion years old and demented.
I'm picturing
Yeah.
Captain Brannigan.
The
Who is
guys
now
who
Zap
jump off
Brannigan.
the edge.
Captain Balthazar.
Yeah.
Yes, who's now Captain Zapran again. I cannot believe he
Yeah.
went through all
Of
of
Rev Space.
Without mentioning-
Revelation Space. And I didn't think at all. I love Futurama so much, and I didn't think of Captain Zap Brannigan,
I did.
which I have done in the past when I've read that book. I'm like, Brannigan. Haha.
I can't believe I didn't mention it
Right.
because I did think
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
You did think of it.
Um,
I like.
I can definitely, there's one parallel that I can make between Zap Brannigan and John Armstrong Brannigan is his willingness to sacrifice crew members.
Sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep. That's the hallmark of a bad captain.
A bad captain or a great captain?
Well, I've been thinking about TNG a lot this week, so I'm going to go with bad captain.
Picard is good.
I like Picard.
He's a good
Yeah.
captain. You would.
I was thinking this week, unironically, how lucky I feel to have grown up
Yeah.
at an age when TNG, the characters in TNG could serve as role models.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
me. Like,
for real.
holy shit, like just some of the best human beings, the best examples of being a good person out there. And those stories, being complex and literate and thoughtful.
And
me
about
being
how to
like,
be a good person when it comes down
yeah.
to it.
Me
Yeah.
being an unhappy middle schooler and sitting down watching them and being like, huh, okay.
Did
all right.
did you want to say something about the people jumping out of the restaurant?
I did. Well, the jumping out of the restaurant, I'm more interested in the grubs, but the people jumping out of the restaurant,
Oh.
They're
I was
bungee
going to say,
jumping. They're bungee jumping for kilometers.
they're bungee
Yes.
jumping for kilometers
Into
into
fog
updraft
driving.
of
Yeah.
boiling fog, boiling chemical fog.
Yeah.
I just
That
like the
belches from the
idea
chasm.
that if you're alive for long enough,
Yeah.
you'll get so bored that you're stupid.
You'll want to be a worm.
is
Really realistic
weird
to
to
me.
me.
Oh, weird.
Sure, I have not been alive for.
It doesn't
How
feel like
long
a
can they
natural
possibly-
law to you.
How
Well,
long can
it
these
says
folks have
when
possibly been
Sky
alive?
Houseman is
Yeah.
talking about being immortal, he says like, well, it's not really immortality; it's like 200 years.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
but I assume these guys a bit longer, probably.
Yes. it
Someone
is a bit
says something
longer.
about Dan Sylvester being like 900. I think. I could be wrong about that one.
He's not like 900, but he by the time we get to the end of Revelation Space, he specifically says he's lived at least like 2 or 3 regular human lifetimes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's probably pushing 250, 300. You know,
Basically, where I'm headed with it is that like I think it's if you make everybody immortal, you're gonna get a full spectrum of the population.
Yeah.
And whereas I'm like,
yeah.
yo, I could find stuff to be interested in forever. The universe is fucking fascinating.
Especially if you had starships that could fly
Yeah.
to other
Yeah.
whole other
But-
solar systems.
If I was
Holy
Brock,
hell.
if I was Brock,
Ah.
like my character from the Assassin's game,
Brock
he would
Lynch.
get bored.
Yeah.
He would get bored.
No
in
matter
the
what.
Probably start.
years.
You probably start throwing yourself off cliffs
Exactly.
to see if you could survive.
Yeah,
or,
more
Because that is not-
dangerous
you know.
things. Yeah.
That is not
Yeah.
a contemplative person.
Hire
Or
a man to
hire-
hunt me.
hire men to hunt him. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So it took me a minute to be like, oh, I just have to take myself out of my own shoes to find immortality boring.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
yeah.
get it now.
Just because these people are immortal doesn't necessarily mean they're particularly intelligent or moral.
They're also
Or-
rich.
Or like reflective. or,
Yeah, or
Yeah.
introspective or anything like that.
No.
You know. It's-
I found it interesting.
most-
So there's a
yeah.
this is a segue, but as they're coming on the train to Chasm City, Tanner and Kurenbach,
Yeah, a lot of
It mentions
characters
that
too. Very
the-
episodic
Oh,
character use.
Yeah, I like Kurenbach.
he's
Yeah.
funny. I like that his name is Bach.
Yeah, he's
Weird.
he's gonna
He's
write
a
a
symphony
sorrow
writer.
opera,
Yeah.
a
He's
tragedy.
He's talking. His symphonies. I
But
will.
as they're on the
hold-
train.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
As they're on the train, it says like they get to the train, and Tanner's like, that train is ugly as sin, and Kernbach is like, well, yeah, they had to make it after the plague because it runs on bullshit and fumes. We don't have cool shit anymore.
Yeah,
And Tanner's like, oh, okay, cool. They built it after the plague. Makes sense. They get on board. and
steam-powered
it-
dirt town.
There are screens showing welcome to Chasm City, and it's
Yeah.
showing all the Golden Age. And I'm like,
Yeah.
they built
Yeah.
this after the plague, and they still put that video on there to fuck
They're
with
proud
people.
of the,
I
they're
think-
proud of what they
Well,
did.
I thought the description was they built it after the plague, but of other trains that they bolted together.
Oh, okay. That
Like
makes some
those
more
used to
sense.
be maglev trains, and they like bolted wheels and shit onto them because the
That makes a
maglevs
lot more
didn't
sense.
work right anymore. And
Yeah,
that,
okay.
and they're like,
Bolt
yeah,
them to a
they're
set
like,
of 4 double rails.
yeah, we can't run this on like transitive fusion power bullshit
Right, yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
Now it's just steam and methane.
The souls of the planet.
The metal mold fucking took over the whole town, and everything grew into unusable things.
Conveniently, the whole planet of Yellowstone, though, is the way to describe it is kind of like Saturn's moon Titan.
Mhm.
So they have an atmosphere of methane and seas a level of like hydrocarbons and shit. So they don't want for fuel and shit. They can just be like, yeah, we've got an ocean of gasoline right here.
Yeah.
Just fucking pump it out and we'll burn it. It's fine.
How do you guys feel about having plague art people corpse fossils in your
In
walls?
your walls.
I think it's pretty
Not-
cool.
I would not accept that. I would be like,
Would you find that to
Yeah.
be troubling?
I would find that to be a little gauche.
You wouldn't like take
I wouldn't
your,
wanna
your,
live
your
nearby,
wine glass
probably.
and put it
Well,
in the outstretched hand for a second while
They're
you're
still
tying
kind
your
of
tie.
living. They're not
No.
rotting or anything. They're still just kind
They're-
of part of the mass of the living city.
Their
I think
neuronal
that's-
complexity is in there, but
Yeah,
no
that's
way to get
fine.
it out yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I bet.
Yeah,
I
they're
bet
like the
there's lots
captain.
of people leaving
They're
them
like
little
Captain
cakes
Brannigan.
and roses and stuff at their
like
coming and
like the
visiting
statue
them
with
and-
like the nose that's rubbed gold for
yeah,
luck.
exactly. Yeah, people are coming and visiting them, I'm sure. This reminds me, both in tone and structure and this place, of Battle Angel Alita, of the Scrapyard.
Yes, the
Mhm.
scrapyard. Yes.
And all of the little story. At first I was like, when he got to Chasm City, I was like, is he just gonna like meet various people and get into fights and trouble? And then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he is. Oh,
Yeah.
this is just that he's not gonna go and fight Ravage.
He's a ping pong
This is-
ball.
Yeah, this is just a bunch of stories about.
It's just he just haplessly bounces around between
Yeah.
weird scenarios.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's trying to find this guy Archon Rivich, but it's like,
Well, he thinks he is.
he's on a planet that he's never been on before, in a culture that he's completely unprepared for.
Well, they sent him a little letter about the culture.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had to find it after getting in a fist fight with somebody in zero gravity.
Gets in lots of fistfights, this bro.
He does. I also
I
like
mean,
that his
he's a
first-
soldier and he's a
Yeah.
killer. So when you got a hammer, a lot of your problems
Everything
look like
looks like a nail.
nails.
Mm.
Yeah. I find it interesting that his first response to seeing a hyper pig was just blast it.
Yeah, just like
Oh, that's horrible! Blam!
kick it in the face.
Well, he was
Yeah.
he was told that they were going to behave savagely,
Like,
and
yeah,
he was
they
told
mentioned-
that
He had been told that they were going
they're
to
going
kill
to attack
him.
you if they see you. So I mean,
By the time that I
Also,
the third
he was-
time the
he
rich
was
people
also-
who told me that shit tried to kill me, I'd be like, I
Yeah.
don't know if I should trust you
all
anymore.
right, that's okay.
Well,
Yeah.
well, still, it's like they all come out with knives and crossbows out of the darkness, and he's in the middle of
The pigs
trying
do.
not to get killed. Yeah, the pigs
That's
do, and
true.
he's in the middle of trying not to get killed. He's already been
Yeah.
shot, I think, at that point in the leg,
Yep.
which is not cool.
No, it hurts.
It hurts bad.
Hurts real bad.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that pigs have knives and crossbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of
Oh.
sort of semi uplifted animals, as a matter of fact, running around.
Oh,
but these ones
the
seem like the
fucking
smartest,
Sleek.
maybe.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a bunch
Sleek,
of
oh,
Extremely troubling.
You don't like Sleek? You don't like Sleek the
Well, I don't like
dolphin?
Sleek. Once he's
That's
in
a Teenage
once
Mutant Ninja
he's-
Turtles character.
Once he's
if I
a
ever heard one.
servitor,
Yeah.
once he's like a 40K servitor floating around in like a hovering pod this big, torturing someone constantly.
Right.
Yeah, I
I,
find him a little bit concerning.
I was thinking about Johnny Mnemonic a lot.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the bad version of Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, evil dolphin, psychopath, brain implant, psychic dolphin in a pod.
Yeah, loves to torture humans because it hates them.
Yeah, did they get any info out of that Momio that woke up and is
No,
now
that
being kept
woke
and
up and
tortured? He doesn't see.
killed-
He didn't have much
Killed
to say.
Sky's dad.
Yeah.
No. They don't know. They don't know who sent him. I mean, again, I think it's like we talked about last time. There was a. Oh no, we didn't talk about this last time. But it's like, yeah, there were. There's a confederation of nations that sent these ships out.
Yes.
But this confederation also had enemies. So, Sky's
Yeah,
dad
this was
Titus.
a post-war kind of expedition. They were
Yeah, exactly.
getting
So
the
Sky-
fuck out off of Earth.
Yeah, so
Get
Sky's
advice,
dad
get them
Titus and
smart.
Captain Balthazar, and then later even Costanza, they know secrets
Yeah.
because they're the security people and they're the officers. They know things that the general crew members don't know that have been like passed down among the leadership about like possible infiltrators or sabotage on the ship.
I do find it. There's a part where they're like Brannigan's like, yeah, we've sent people to the other ships and they've infiltrated the highest levels.
Oh,
Like-
yeah, Balthazar. You
just-
said
Or
Brannigan.
yeah. No, not Brannigan, Balthazar. Yeah, Balthazar
Yeah.
says this, and you're like,
Palpatine.
but the people who are awake, there's like 120 of them. And so, how do you get a spy onto a ship
Yeah.
of 120 people?
yeah, you
No, yeah.
notice if there's a new guy. so-
We're like everybody knows each other by name and face.
Hey, Barkley, you're new here, aren't you?
I think the idea was that this happened in the times when the ships were more close to each other and less distrustful of each other. Because that is talked about how when
Yeah, that was a thing.
the fifth ship, the Islamabad, blew up. It damaged the ships that were nearby it. So they made a collective decision. What they're like, in case there's another accident, because they assumed it was an accident. They have no reason to think otherwise, really. Either they were tampering with their engine to try and improve its characteristics, or maybe who knows.
Yeah.
Later on, after this saboteur wakes up and kills Titus Houseman,
They start to have more
they
questions.
start to have more questions like, oh, maybe the Islamabad wasn't an accident, huh? Yeah, so after that, that's when they start to move the ships further apart, and that's when there's like less communication
yeah.
and begins to be more isolation between the ships, and it's a thing that takes place over. It seems like a decade or two from the time that Sky is 3 years old until the time that he's like a man.
Yeah.
So we're talking like 15 years here or something like that. 15, maybe almost even 20 years. Maybe not 20 years. He's still kind of a young man here. So yeah, so maybe some of those spies were there for that long. Maybe the different ships had a couple moles on each other's ships that like were willing to send information back and forth to those ships. But yeah, you think after a certain amount of time, there's not really much trade back and forth or moving back and forth. But you can imagine before that, there might be like people being like, like, hey, we're going to transfer a couple people from this ship to that ship, and we're going to trade a few people off for genetic diversity, maybe for technical reasons, like, hey, this ship, we had a couple engineers die in an accident, and we're suddenly really short on technical expertise. Can you send somebody over from one of your other ships to join our ship and join their crew, because we really need another engine tech, and we don't have any to spare, and it's going to take too long to train somebody up. And in exchange, we'll send somebody else back to your ship to take their spot or something like that.
Yeah.
They must have done stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah.
And now they have received a message about how to reprogram their warp coils to get where they're going
2
faster.
messages.
2 messages. And the other one says, don't do it. It's a trap.
Yeah.
I would just not do it. Why don't we all just make the decision not to do it? I mean, are people going to die? Are we running out of time? Do we have to get there tomorrow?
Nope. No, the original plan is still in place.
Leave that shit alone. Don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, that's the thing is everyone is thinking about it now. They haven't really started to talk about it yet, but at this point now, with the 3 remaining ships of the flotilla, 4 remaining ships of the flotilla, they're in a kind of cold war with each other. So now they're all starting to think not so much like, yes, when we all get to the colony planet together, we will all join hands in harmony and settle the. No. Now they're all thinking, I want to get there first so I can grab the good spots.
Yeah.
Because, they're probably thinking, the ones who are there who are like young enough to think like, I'm going to be old, I'm going to make it to this planet.
Yeah.
Just because I make it to this planet, these people that I now kind of consider my rivals or enemy aren't going to stop being my rivals or enemies. The situation.
They don't have anything that's shared. You set out and you all have something shared. You're all from Earth.
Yeah.
And now you're all people who were born on these terrible hulks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
through space.
Theoretically, they could have used that as their point of, unification. Like, what, we all may be on different ships, but we're the flotilla together. But there's no flotilla commander. There's no admiral. There's no one thing holding them together.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe you need that, maybe not. But also, the physical separation, the suspicion that sets in. Things change over time.
Yeah.
It's
Hey, one ship blows up, and that's pretty stressful.
Yeah, it fucks you. Yeah. Especially if it fucks up your ship and your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you're nearby.
Yeah,
one
if it
ship
turns
blows
your
up,
wife into a shadow.
Yeah, one ship blew up. At least one other ship was badly damaged enough so that they almost, might have all died too.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if it's still floating out there filled with scary alien monsters?
Yeah, plus one more, even more weird ghost ship.
Ghost ship tagging along out there in the abyss.
The Crueche.
The Crueche.
Crueche.
A lot of fucking words in this book, as always. This guy
1 or 2
loves fucking words from all over the place.
He fucks words.
Fucks words, man. Fucks them up.
They speak Castellano.
Yeah.
I had forgotten what the Kernbach's deal was, And so as he was like, I don't know anything. And then he was like,
Symphony of Tragedy
exposition
or-
dump. And then he'd be
Yeah.
like, no, but that's really all I know. I'm just
Yeah.
like you. And then he'd be like, exposition dump. And I'd be like, I'm suspicious of you.
Kind of what
There's
this
a-
book is like, but yeah, he is suspicious.
There is a specific spot where he says something like, "Oh yeah, we don't do that anymore," or something like that. And Tanner's like, "We." He's like a slip of the tongue, you know.
Yep.
I'm already kind of adopting him.
Because he's
Yeah, that
supposedly
really
a
made me
newcomer
kinda
to
go,
the planet.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not subtle anymore.
He's not that subtle about it. He's something is up with him.
Are we gonna
I
see him
will
again?
say, yeah, we will.
Okay,
I will
cool.
say this as just I'm gonna throw this out there. I remember very specifically in the third book, Absolution Gap, right? Takes place a while after Chasm City. Some character specifically says, "Oh yes, I'm going to listen to Quirenbach's Fifth
Oh,
Symphony."
cool.
Yeah.
Some shit like
that. Good. Yeah, I love it when they mention Dan Celeste in this book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes,
That's cool.
Quirenbach. He wasn't lying about that part. He is.
Well, that's good.
He is a composer. Yeah,
I-
he's grandiose as hell. He's like, I'm going to spend a century parading around the lands of, the different
Yeah.
human worlds of the diaspora. I'm going to write the greatest symphony that was ever written. I'm going to put myself into cryosleep while word of it goes out across the stars,
So that
And then
everyone
I'll-
can know how cool I am.
so that everyone can know how cool I am. And then when I awake after 50 years, I'll release this long-awaited symphony, and it'll be the best fucking thing that ever happened to music.
Yeah, he's pretty confident.
He's pretty confident. I forget what he
He's like-
exactly was to Tanner. He says something like that. He's like, "You must think I'm terribly grandiose," or something like that. And Tanner's like, "Thought never crossed my mind."
Yeah. I also really I love the little we don't think like that or whatever, that like the little things,
There's a
that-
little moment, yeah.
little moments. I love that. So we've only had 2 mentions of the grubs, I think, so far. There's
Yeah.
the first
One
one where
when-
Tanner goes grub-wise,
He sure does.
and then later someone else is like, "Yo, there's different kinds of grub-wise that you can
Yeah.
go."
And someone's
Yeah.
like, don't put
So-
those grubs in the thing that's attached to me right now.
Yeah. So it's the experiential. So it's like that shit from Strange
Strange Days.
Days.
Oh, such a good movie.
Love that movie.
Let's watch it.
Did not
Right
David
now.
Fincher or something.
Yeah.
It might
I
be.
don't want to watch it right now, but I'll
No,
someone-
I know
I'll
we're
put it
doing
on-
shit right now.
I'll
One
put
or
it
two
on- I'll
people, someone involved with it is famous for
put some
something
music on
else.
it. There's a lot of people.
But yeah,
who
a
are
lot of
famous. There was
the soundtrack
it
was
was-
a fucking banger.
the
Oh, it
soundtrack was
banged
so
off
good.
the hook.
There was the guy from The Crow, Top Dollar, Michael
Yep.
Wincott.
Wincott, I think.
Juliette Lewis was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Scooby-Doo in there? Not Scooby-Doo, Shaggy.
Lillard?
Lillard,
Yeah,
Matthew
Matthew
Lillard. I do not think Matthew Lillard is in that. No, Michael Madsen.
I call
is
him
in it.
Shaggy. I think Matthew Lillard is fucking
I think-
awesome. I
Is it
really
Michael
like him.
Madsen who's the bad guy in it?
But
In
who's the
Strange
zany
Days?
guy?
Who's
Ralph
the zany guy?
Fiennes is in it.
It's
Ray
Ralph
Fiennes?
Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes?
Yeah, it's one of the Fiennes. Yeah,
Oh, are there 2 different people? Is Ralph Fiennes different
No,
than Ray?
yeah. It is different. It's Ralph Fiennes, not Ray Fiennes.
But there
And
is
yes,
a Ray
those are-
Fiennes?
yes.
Someone really confuses me
Oh,
with the name of this
Ralph
man.
Fiennes. Okay,
I
yeah.
feel like is that the name of this man?
Oh no, maybe it is. Maybe there
His
is no
name
Ray
is-
Ralph
Fiennes.
Fiennes.
his name
Ralph
is-
Fiennes.
listen
in
to
this
me.
Yeah,
movie.
Ralph
His
Fiennes
name
is the
is
famous one.
His name is Ray Fiennes, and it is spelled Ralph. Ray Fiennes. I don't know
Oh,
if it's
yeah.
pronounced Rafe or something, but
Oh,
it is.
I guess you're right.
Yes,
I always call him.
it drives me insane
Yeah,
because
you're right.
and I still
No,
don't
that's
know if
the
I'm
same
right.
guy.
I might not be right.
No, you're right. It is Ray Fiennes. It's one of those.
Oh,
weird English
Sizemore. It's fucking
pronunciations.
Sizemore, dude.
Oh, it's Sizemore, not. You're right. It's not.
But
Michael Madsen.
easy, fucking, you
Yeah.
know, yeah,
Oh, and Angela Bassett's in it too. That's right.
Mhm.
crazy
She's
movie.
James Cameron has one of the writing directors. named
James
Catherine
Cameron,
Bigelow,
that must be what I'm thinking of. Oh no,
and
who's
Catherine
Catherine
Bigelow. directed
Bigelow.
it? Holy shit!
a very talented painter is the first slide of Catherine
Yeah.
Bigelow's IMDb. But yeah, she
Just
has
got
directed a whole bunch of
1995.
stuff.
Yeah. Man, this movie was so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, experientials. So that's
Worm time.
yeah, so there's, what Tanner's got a bunch of experientials from Sky's Edge to sell because that's like the only thing that Sky's Edge can export is the experience of war because like they don't do anything else in Sky's Edge except fight each other.
He's got
Yeah.
that and some weird drugs.
And then yeah, but he's from this guy he meets on the slow boat,
yeah,
Vadim. He steals the drugs and he steals the maggot experientials. Yeah, and he has the experience of being some kind of like crazy alien or maggot or something.
Yeah,
like he's going to be
some
crushed
kind of
by a
growth.
giant. And yeah, he tries to sell it, and
It's brothers.
yeah, that's right. He tries to sell it to this, and it's one of my favorite lines in the book, or something like that. He tries to sell it to a experiential seller in the book, in like a bazaar, and yeah, that's when the kid he's got a kid there to like
To test him.
like
Test
to test
shit.
the experientials, and the kid is like, get that maggot shit away from me. He doesn't even
Yeah.
want to
Knows
experience
about
it.
I don't want to touch that.
Knows
Yuck.
about it.
Yeah,
And,
I'm not doing the maggot shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this guy, Tanner is like, why would anyone want to experience that? And the guy is like, hey man, what is this, philosophy hour? This is
Yeah.
human nature
Yeah,
you're
man.
talking about. It's deeply
People wanna
fucking
do weird
perverted.
shit.
People do
man.
weird ass shit.
People are old and bored.
This is
Yeah.
human nature.
And
It's
rich.
deeply fucking perverted.
Hammers, needles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of the theme of this whole book,
Yeah.
Tanner's out here getting hunted by people for sport because, they got nothing better to do. Apparently one
Yeah.
guy, the guy who tortured him, is also betraying the people doing the game
Yeah.
for funsies, probably because he's also so bored. He's like, this will be more intriguing if I also
Yeah.
turn on my other friends.
Yep.
Fucking psychopaths.
Let me get a bunch of flashbacks back to snake hunt times.
Right. And yeah. And
Yeah, and his relationship with Cajuela and Gita.
And Gita.
Coahuila played in my mind by Dave Coulier.
Ooh.
Dave Coulier from Full House. Sometimes an actor just snaps into a role, and it's just he's there in my mind now.
That's who he is.
Yeah.
Really? An old day Coulier at least? Or you're thinking of him during Full House times?
No, Full House time, like with a little hat on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like strutting
Oh, nice.
around in a kind of Dave Coulier puppety kind of way.
For me, he's John Leguizamo.
Oh, that works too. I think that works.
But like the
really well,
older
actually.
John Leguizamo. Not
Okay,
this
yeah,
really,
like
really
with a little bit of the gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the recent
Interesting.
past compared to Sky, Maribel's past, yeah, snake
Yeah.
hunting, the Hamadryads.
I
They're
don't
cool.
usually. Yeah, the Hamadryad.
noticed-
Yeah, the word.
I noticed there was one mention of another animal named after a nymph. There's I'm pretty sure there was a Nereid mentioned in a list of
Nereid.
wild things. That's a type of
Yeah.
ocean. Like the Dryad is a tree lady, and Nereid is like a mermaid.
Yep. Yeah, and they call these particular snakes hamadryads because they become trees when they get old. First, they're snakes. They early in their life cycle, they're snakes, and they
Yes.
slither around and they eat stuff.
They don't have
Well, there's-
spines.
They're
Terrestrial
snake-looking
snakes would be defined as spine having.
Yeah,
These are
that's true.
some kind of amphibian worm thing.
Yeah, and they get bigger and bigger. Yeah, with their eyes inside their mouths.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they get bigger and bigger and bigger as they grow, and they don't have any natural predators. And the small ones are like 10 or 15 meters long, and the big ones are like 30 or 40 meters long. And they're called the near adults.
Yeah.
Because the actual adult phase involves them finding a tree, which is not really a tree, but is actually like the
A
bones
bunch of other
question mark
adults. Well, it
fossilized.
says. Well,
The fossilized sort
I
of
think it starts
I'm
still
pretty
sort of
sure
alive,
they say that.
kind of.
I think they say the
uh,
animal material turns into plant material. I'm pretty
It
sure
does,
there's a
yeah.
line. Yeah. So.
And they find one of those trees, hamadryad tree, and they wrap themselves around it, and they fuse into the tree, and then they give birth to a whole bunch of juveniles that eat their mother's brain and eat the whole body on the way out,
leaving
and
just the woody husk.
Yeah, just leaving behind just the woody husk in the tree. And the tree's still sort of alive as its own sort of tree thing.
Yeah, like it
But
is. It is described as
totally
continues to be a plant. Yeah,
but because that's how it reproduces, that's the quote unquote adult stage of life. Is as a plant.
Yeah.
yeah.
I would love to know what the selection pressure was. That it was like, instead of just lying down and letting the babies eat their way out, I'm going to turn to a tree first.
Maybe you need to. Maybe they just, if you're coiled around, gravity just
Maybe
leads them.
maybe the sun.
Or maybe
'Cause it
the
says it
sun
spreads that thing up the
it
top.
spreads the hood. Yeah, does it do some kind of
it doesn't.
photosynthesizing as it's transforming?
They don't say how the snake gets pregnant. Presumably, they don't have sex with other
Oh.
juveniles or near adults. Presumably, somehow the adult trees have something to do with it, and then that has something to do with the birth or life cycle. It does say like the life cycle is still poorly understood, and specifically because the people on Sky's Edge are too busy trying to murder each other most of the
Kill
time.
each other.
Too busy
All they want
to do science. Yeah. So I mean, this kind of
How did these people
this kind-
manage
with-
to build an orbital elevator?
Yeah, that is a good question.
Yeah.
Presumably it was
And what are
done
they
at some
doing
point.
with it if all they're doing is killing each other?
Presumably, it was done at some point during a peaceful truce time.
Sure.
With
Yeah,
probably
they could have
with the
like a
help of
decade of
ultras.
truce at sometimes, I think.
Yeah, presumably with the help of some ultras who came by or something.
Yeah, we're just going to
You
drop
know.
this elevator down from orbit.
Or maybe some friendly demarchists from Yellowstone were like, we're gonna take pity on
We're
these
just gonna
guys as
help
dudes.
you out.
We're
just,
gonna
like, build a
we're gonna
thing.
do a bunch of investment. We're gonna build a space elevator here.
Really useful thing for you guys.
A really useful thing. It's like when the United States or like China or something spends like
The
$5
Belt and
billion
Road
on
Initiative.
infrastructure in
Yeah.
Africa
Mhm.
or something like that.
Well, it's more like, we want you to be in tremendous debt so that we can own your country.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's
Which
what
would
I
be
mean.
which would be
but
the
also-
same
Yeah,
thing
that's
here.
which would be useful for Sky's Edge also.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like, that's pretty much what I assumed happened here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the hunting
It's
party.
interesting that sorry, I was about to just say
No,
about
go ahead.
the space, at least the space elevator here. It was interesting the way he described it because because the lower gravity of Sky's Edge compared to like Earth. I remember always hearing the figure for Earth about how big a space elevator would have to be
Mhm.
is 36,000 miles because that's how high it is to geosynchronous orbit. But
That's
for
so
Sky's
far
Edge,
away.
yeah,
That's a long fucking way.
Yeah. For Sky's
Are
Edge,
you sure about that?
yeah,
It's more
Yeah.
than the. Is that? Yeah. How? What is the What's the
sorry,
outside
maybe
of a
it's
circle called? What's
sorry,
the
maybe it's
diameter of the Earth?
maybe it's 36,000 kilometers. Maybe I'm doing that thing that crushed space probes by mixing up imperial and metrics.
That would
Yeah.
crash them.
I know
Crash all
space
kinds
is
of
big.
flying
I
objects.
do understand
Still,
that.
It's very
36,000
big.
kilometers.
It's like
It's still high.
incredibly big.
Yeah, but on
It's
Sky's
36
Edge,
kilometers.
I think it is 36,000
Okay.
kilometers, not miles.
That's so long. That's so far away.
Still very long. But on Sky's Edge, because the gravity is lower, they can do it for only 20,000 kilometers. Pretty good, right?
A mere engineering marvel rather
Yeah.
than magic.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen that said in like speculative science fiction before. People saying like, oh yeah, like the first space elevator in the solar system is probably going to be much easier to build on Mars than on Earth because it's a lot smaller planet, lower gravity, so you don't have to make it as high. And you could grab Phobos or Deimos and turn that into the anchor for the top.
Oh man.
Because you need a counterweight. You need an anchor at the top
yeah.
of the space elevator, usually in the form of like a big space station, but
Are
sometimes
those
like a nice little asteroid will do it.
are those moons in geosynchronous orbit? or would we
No.
have to make them be that way?
No, you'd have to grab
scoot
them and
over.
alter their orbit.
That sounds like
But if you're building a space elevator,
That sounds like magic to me.
You're already building a space elevator,
Okay.
so
I guess we're speculating.
pure diamond 5 meters thick or whatever.
yeah, hyper diamond is like actually we make it 30 meters thick down near the bottom, not because it needs to be, but just because people started to get like freaked out about how thin it
It
was.
stresses people out when it's only 5.
Yeah. um,
It would stress me out. I don't, man. I don't know how.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I feel like I would rather fly in a rocket than take a space elevator to the moon.
Yeah.
Like space
I mean,
elevator
if
sounds
you ask me
insane to
tomorrow,
me. Every
If
time
I
I've ever
grew
seen
up
a
with space elevator,
okay, that's a good point. Every time I've seen a space elevator ever on a TV show or a movie, it's been destroyed.
right? You're like, yeah, that's what they're for.
Yeah.
Incredibly vulnerable.
Yeah, insanely.
The first time I got on a plane as a kid, I was like, well, this is it for me.
No, that's it.
I'm fucking doomed.
Every time I've ever gone on a plane.
It was that way until I ended up being on a lot of them.
Oh
And
yeah.
now I'm like,
yeah. Yeah, well I got on a lot of planes as a kid, so I got over it kind of quick.
So maybe
what else?
the ultras have betrayed Tanner's hunting party, but
oh yeah, that does seem likely, doesn't it?
they are ambushed by
Yeah.
Argent Ravage's forces.
Yeah.
Probably
Nice horses.
the transformed
Transformed,
brain
yeah.
Rodriguez probably had something
Yeah.
to do with this.
Tip
Well, I mean,
everybody
well,
off.
almost, yeah, definitely. And
Yeah.
but they are ambushed and fucked up now.
I did find it kind of strange that they're like, so yeah, the dude is brain melded imposter. Only the ultras could have done that. Now they're telling us where the guy is though, so let's keep headed that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
At that
Maybe
point,
don't trust them anymore.
yeah, at that point, they
Dave
really
Coulier
should
not
have
that
just
smart.
called like full abort. Just
Mhm.
full okay.
Nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
This mission is fucked.
Yeah.
Pull out. All our intel was wrong.
We are betrayed.
We are
They came from-
betrayed.
Behind.
Behind. We are betrayed. With like a little apostrophe over the E.
What is the drug called that the restaurant? People
the
hunting
people at the restaurant like
yeah.
dream fuel.
Dream fuel. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
pretty
cool name for a drug. What does it do? No one knows.
Well, there's the dudes
Yeah,
who are wedding gunning
was-
it into their necks.
Into their
probably.
What was the
Next.
name of
I
the
like the
stuff
wedding
in
gun. I mean,
the
I
Red
hate
Rubber
it.
Ball? You had a
The-
thing, the red rubber ball.
Yeah.
The syringe. What was in the syringe?
Oh, life?
Was it life? It could have been.
I think it was. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe it was dream fuel.
it wasn't that. No.
No.
Dream fuel.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not sure.
Yeah.
I recall-
bunch of bored immortals.
Yeah, hanging out in
Right.
Chasm City, hunting each other,
Hey,
or mostly poor
with-
people, actually. and
Bored,
pigs.
bored immortals with no
Yeah.
morals.
So they see, or he's down there trying to sell his dream fuel, and suddenly he wakes up like on the way up to the canopy, and he says, "What happened?" And the dude says, "Well, the pigs were coming, so I figured I'd knock you the fuck out rather than and
Let
kidnap
him
you."
get ya.
Yeah.
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 And this guy does turn out to be sinister and bad, but Tanner is just kind of like, okay, let's see where. I wanted to go to the canopy anyway, so let's see what happens.
Maybe this will work out for me. Yeah, he's very.
Tanner's a little bit like a.
Oh,
like
it's the
a
next
CR
episode.
Yeah.
It's a cutscene. Here we go.
He's a little bit like a CRPG protagonist. He's like, yeah, I'm
Yep.
down to do anything for anybody.
Yeah.
You got
what
a
are we
quest for
doing?
me? Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that quest.
Yeah,
You need me to do
totally.
this thing? I can do this thing for you.
You need me to be hunted like an animal? All right.
All right, fine.
That sounds
Fine.
interesting.
Does he get
This
into
was
some fights in between the guy he steals the dream fuel from and the rich people? Is there another? He's hanging out with the
yeah, he
symphony
goes back
people.
and he's having coffee with Quirenbach, and he's in the station, waiting to get down to hop on the Behemoth,
Yeah,
the airship that descends to
Cool.
Chasm City,
Airships.
So I can pierce someone's eyeball.
Vadim jumps him again, and Vadim jumps him again, and with a buddy, and he
oh right, yeah, and
grabs
he's
one of
like,
the experientials, which I guess is kind of described, like a pen or something, and he
Yeah.
fucking shoves it right in the dude's eyeball.
Yep.
Gross.
Yep. His only remaining eyeball. His eyeball.
Yeah,
his
I got
one
the-
good
got-
eye.
Yeah, the other eye has a glass eye or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Final
It was
Fantasy.
good that you remembered
ass
which one was
fucking
glass and which
Scrap
one
Heap
wasn't.
City. Yeah, good job,
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah, I do when they describe the train, I do think of taking the train into Midgard in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, this is real Final Fantasy shit all over
It
the
gives
place.
it gives Midgard, Chasm City gives Midgard vibes for
Yeah.
real.
Mhm.
I mean, this can't be the first city where they're like, yes, the rich live up in the sky while the poor live below.
Well, definitely
know,
not. We
it's-
definitely, literally.
It's a really on the nose kind of trope.
And also
Yeah.
that Matt Damon movie.
Yeah, that Matt Damon movie. That's what I'm saying. There's got to be other
there's
ones.
tons.
That
There's Battle Angel.
yeah.
Classic.
I'm trying to think of like I'm sure there's like some D&D like
Probably
fantasy
Arthurian.
cities like built on the
Oh,
side of a
we're thinking of
mountain
older types of shit like
where-
this. Yeah,
where they're
okay.
like, oh yeah, what
there's
about
the
Minas,
irate-
Mount Olympus, for example.
Unknown
Minas Tirith,
Kadath. Yeah,
Yeah.
Minas Tirith, where
Yep.
where the rich people live up on the higher levels,
Yeah.
and
and they have a whole cliff just for throwing people off of.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you got a big cliff like that,
Put a
you
bit
definitely
smaller.
want
I mean, that's what you want
spot.
to do with it.
Oh, that's my throwing cliff. Yeah.
So throwing cliff. There was that goes back to I think that goes back to Rome. There was a spot in Rome they called the Tarpeian Rock, and for certain crimes you were thrown off the side of the rock down into the river below, and I mean, I think it was probably mostly rocks before the river, but
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
yeah,
I hope I never get thrown off a cliff.
I don't want to be defenestrated.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
never
either.
gonna. I mean, I'm never around a window
I-
that.
is defenestrated.
more
I think
than-
defenestrated is specifically different than getting thrown off a different kind of high place, right?
No, it's being
no.
thrown out of a window.
Yeah, I'm just
right. Yeah, you have to like.
Yeah, I
go
know. I'm
out
just
of the
saying
window.
additional things that I wish to
Yeah.
not have happen.
I'm rarely on a second floor even. I'll jump at any fucking. Well, I mean, I don't want to. I'll tell you what. I don't want to be thrown through a window.
No,
I wouldn't want. But I mean, if these windows were open, I'll jump at any of these motherfuckers.
you'll go right through.
I'll go right through. But I'll be thrown out a window. You can chuck me out a window. But I mean,
I
if it's
bet
one
I
of these, well, you probably can't. But,
I'm not that strong.
yeah. Anyway, I'm not too worried about windows. I guess because I don't encounter any scary ones ever.
Yeah.
But these
It's
guys
not
in,
so
in
much-
Chasm City, they all live in a canopy, a
Yeah.
kilometer high,
Made of
Yeah.
strands of the melding
Yeah.
plague.
a
Blimp
melding plague,
People and sadness.
and like all of their apartments are sliding sideways, so it's like they're gonna fall out anytime they like fall asleep and roll sideways even a little bit. And they're all like, "Yeah, whatever, the heights don't bother me."
They scoot around on cable cars with robotic arms that grab onto the network of wires that are strung between all of these aerial structures grown out of the. Yeah, this shit rules.
Yeah.
This is a cool place. This is a cool book. Alistair Reynolds. Good job.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds, for this cool shit.
That's about most of the things that happen, I believe.
Yeah.
Anything?
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Anything you guys would like to? Yeah.
I have been trying to again, I can't visualize stuff, so I'm trying to imagine. He describes that the pig's fingers are 5 skinny trotters,
Yeah.
and so I'm thinking they have little hooves
Yeah.
Yeah,
on the end of each one.
Yeah.
but it's sort of
And-
like a fingernail. Yeah,
Like a thick.
Now I know why he
Pad.
kicked them.
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Well,
The Uncanny Valley really can get into the
Yeah.
hand.
He does a good job too of saying like it's not like a pig's face on a person's body.
Yeah,
It's
he
like
does a good job of describing it. Yeah,
something else.
yeah.
I think a
Don't
lot
you think
about
smile?
I think a lot about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the way they drew the turtles' hands with like those three like sort of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Pad.
sort of those three-toed like things and with like a big nail at the end. Oh man, you know what I was reading the other day that I was just like, this is some ridiculous Chasm City bullshit. Like some article about how Russian oligarchs, including Vladimir Putin, are like having pigs genetically engineered to grow human organs
Oh boy.
so that they can fucking have organ replacements to
Right.
live forever.
Yep.
I'm like, great. This is you guys want hyper pigs because this is how we get hyper pigs.
So we get hyper pigs.
It's
Yeah.
like the fucking island with Obi-Wan
Yeah.
Kenobi in
Yeah.
there.
Moreau.
Yeah, fucking dial.
No, there's the movie just called The Island with
Oh yeah,
where they're growing
also.
human
Yeah.
organs. Yeah,
yeah,
In
but
humans.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're putting all of this effort into ethically sourced organs.
Yeah,
When
really.
there are so many
Just
people
get 'em,
around.
exactly. That
if
was
you don't
my
give a shit about human life,
They don't give
yeah.
a shit about people.
yeah.
Why are
That was
they
my
growing them in pigs?
that was my thought too. I'm like, this seems resource intensive when you just have like a whole mass of humans that are right there.
Yeah.
It's
Although
space
if you want
race
to not
shit.
get
They're saying
accused of like war crimes,
more,
maybe you pretend they came from pigs.
Mm.
or if you want to pretend you have a lot of amazing cutting edge tech and medical abilities, and you're gonna change
Yeah.
the world with
Yeah.
your super technology. You want to say, look at all my shit. Look at my country's doing.
My liver was grown in the pig we're having for breakfast.
Hmm.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like pig organs being put into, I guess, my body in particular.
I wouldn't mind
I mean,
putting pig
it's
organs
You guys
in
can
It's
put
a-
any pig organs you wanted.
It's a real thing that they've done to people
Yeah.
because it's like the heart, I think especially the pig's heart is anatomically pretty close to a human heart. So, they've had like pig's heart transplants in people, and it's not the kind of thing where somebody's gonna actually like live much longer or long term, but if somebody's gonna die in a week and you're like, well, I can put a pig's heart in you and you'll live like 3 more months.
Long enough to
I-
rewrite your will for me.
Yeah, well, or say goodbye to your family or something. Something.
Okay.
I mean, and most people, if you're like, do you want a week or do you want 3 months to live or 6 months to live?
Sure.
I think
Yeah.
most people would take more time.
Yeah. No, an old man many years ago said to me, he said, "You know who wants to be 98?" And I said,
Someone who's 97.
"No, that's what he said." He said, "Somebody who's 97."
Mhm.
Yeah.
You think I'd start thinking pig thoughts if they put the pig heart in me? Out
You
looking
might
for
feel like pig love. You might still feel like pig rage.
I'm gonna be rooting for truffles out amongst the roots. Of
Yeah,
the
you might yearn for the loam.
Yeah, I think I don't want the pig parts. Thank you.
What if you just like obviate the whole like organ transplant thing and just put your head on a pig's body?
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. It's and I mean, maybe I don't have
It's
to
like
explain it to you, but like that's fun. Like that's a good idea. Like going to the moon is fun, but
Yeah.
the fly, where he slowly transforms and degrades and starts thinking fly thoughts,
Yeah.
that's
bad.
not fun. And a space
No.
elevator is not fun. But going to the moon is fun.
Having
And-
a pig heart is fun.
No.
Being that dog from Body Snatchers is
That's not
It's-
fun.
that's not fun.
No. No. A dog wearing a human mask is never fun.
No, not okay.
That's
That lives
not
with
fun.
us on Earth.
That's yeah. That's okay. Yeah, but
For the record, I would take that space elevator any day.
yeah,
I would also
I
take
would be
pig organs if
nervous
it made me
as
live longer.
Nervous as shit about the.
I would
space elevator.
be more okay with that than the rocket. I'll be real. I like sitting on a gigantic explosive, riding an elevator.
It's just when the Martians, when they attack, it's the first thing they're gonna.
It's the first thing. When the terrorists decide, like, we want to make a
First
really
fucking
big
thing.
statement. What's the biggest thing around that we can
What's the
blow
biggest
up
thing we can say?
that'll make everybody absolutely fucking sit up and take notice?
First fucking thing Alita's friends did.
Yep. First one.
First thing. It is known at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how Foundation started.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Foundation
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
starts.
Every time
The
I've
fucking
seen a
space
space
elevator
elevator
falling
on TV, it's been destroyed.
It's like Chekhov's space elevator.
Yeah, you can't have it.
When there's
It's
when there's a
obvious.
space, if you show a space elevator in chapter 1, by the end of the book, the space elevator must have fallen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's necessary.
It just, you look at the thing and you're just like, that's a bad idea. You can't take an elevator to space. Someone's gonna blow that up. 20,000 kilometers?
That's the
It's
short
been
one.
nothing for a long time.
Jesus.
Takes what does it take? It takes like several days to climb the
Yeah.
elevator.
And Sky Houseman is encased in resin halfway up.
Yeah, no, not even halfway up, right? Just right near the bottom.
We still don't know who grabbed Tanner after the elevator was destroyed, huh?
Blown up.
We don't really
Oh,
know.
yeah.
They said there were rescue operations. They
Oh, that's
grabbed everyone.
just that. Just okay. Just nothing really.
'Cause he-
intriguing,
yeah,
and he had
'cause
just
the
ended
ele-
up sleeping too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't remember anything that happens
Yeah.
after getting grabbed because he had
I guess you wouldn't.
He had revival amnesia,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and it was the things closest to that falling asleep that which were most affected. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything else?
yeah.
Other than
Shooting a s-
control.
blowing up a snake with a bazooka.
Bazookas and lasers. He has
Auto fire mini rocket bazooka. Two missiles a second.
Automatic
bazooka. If you really got to destroy giant alien jungle worm.
Oh, it's making me want to play Quake 3.
That's got a pretty good rocket launcher.
Yeah, sure does.
He also has some kind of laser scythe. Is it a laser scythe?
Oh, it's
Or-
monofilament.
monofilament
Yeah.
scythe.
Scythe.
Yeah, that made
Yeah.
me think about Johnny Mnemonic also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's 15 meters long.
15 meters long. Yeah,
Wow.
It's for- well,
that's
it's a mach-
dangerous.
it's a
Yeah.
machete. It's used for
Yeah.
clearing vegetation, so it needs to be
Yeah.
nice and long. To,
50,
clear an
45
effect.
feet?
You're clearing a path for vehicles.
I get it.
Yeah.
But
But
it's
yeah,
just something that you hold and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa.
it. You know what it also makes me think of? The morning cloak frame from
Bolognese?
Lancer.
Mm.
There's a SSC morning cloak is the teleporting assassin mech, and it has a monofilament sword.
Do we need one of those?
Yeah, nobody's playing one of those yet.
Right.
It was high on my list. I thought it was cool. It's definitely one of those, like, I think I saw the way people describing it repeatedly was like, if you really like, appearing behind people suddenly and saying nothing personal, kid,
Yes.
then this is your mech.
I like the Gorgon, but then I heard someone described it as the way to play it is pretend that you are an OSHA inspector and your DM is a company you're mad at. And then you're basically like, nope, you can't do that. Nope, you can't do that. Nope, you can't do that. And that's just
yeah.
not fun for me.
I actually saw a post on the Lancer subreddit where somebody was playing a Gorgon mech, and it was a high level
game.
and it was a high level Gorgon mech, and they were like their GM was telling them like, okay, like, can you wait to do some of your reactions? And the character was like, but this is the whole point of the build is to react in the middle of these things. But he's like the GM kept getting like his whole train of thought getting like just blown up because the dude kept reacting in the middle of actions.
Yeah,
It's like,
man,
but
sorry,
that's where
you
you're
can't
supposed
do
to
that.
react.
You can't do
Yeah.
that.
but people were also pointing out like, well, it's like a lot of the he's like maybe you were doing too much because a lot of those reactions you've got a bunch of reactions, but most of those reactions you can only do once in an entire round, not your turn in the entire
Yeah.
round.
Ah, yes.
So, like at the very beginning of the round, you might be like interrupt, 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 but after you've done that 3 or 4 times, then you're done for the whole round.
Yeah.
Still, I don't know. It does seem like cool frame.
Yeah.
And I know you said you wanted something that involves like being able to make interesting tactical decisions.
Yeah.
So
Interesting tactics and slightly eldritch would be cool. The one that gets people trapped in mazes is cool.
Yeah.
Minotaur.
the Minotaur, yeah.
That's so awesome. That's such a good thing for a Minotaur to do.
Dimensional mazes. Yeah. I like the Minotaur stuff. Anyway, yeah. But
Also,
as
we
for
could have,
Chasm
like, a
City,
tactic. Go ahead.
yeah, no, what I was going to say, yeah, but as for Chasm City, we'll go up to chapter 30, I guess, next.
Sure.
That'll take us like 3/4 of the way through the book, I think. And after that,
Yeah, we are exactly halfway through right now.
what's the last chapter? 31, 42 is the last chapter.
We got a
And
real
it's short
good
epilogue.
set of 4 tenors here.
Yeah.
Ours seems to be really each one about a quarter. And dude, it's insane that like we have busted through 2 of these books and probably the same amount of reading for as far as like the amount of time I'm spending each week listening to these books. We've done 2 of these. Well, we haven't. We've done 1.5 of these books, but we will do 2 of these books before we make much. What I'm going to say is that we are 1/3 of the way through Worm,
Oh,
which we started earlier.
Yeah.
It's insane, just on and on, just words and words and words and
Yeah.
just insane.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these are
So
not. These
much.
are not. Yeah, these Alice Runner books are not short by any means, but they're not. But they're also They're mostly. I don't know. They're kind of quick reads, and
Yeah.
kind of rereading them.
They think they flow
They're
right
not-
along. They really
They
have
flow right along. This one, I think, especially is less on the like the strong ideas and more on like, yeah, this character is going this place and he's experiencing this.
yeah.
You know.
I find that scenes take a while. A lot of what you would like, a lot happens that builds world and character that isn't really moving the
Yeah,
plot
there's a lot
anywhere.
of description of
Yes.
what is around
Yeah.
and the tech
Yes.
that's doing stuff. And
Exactly. Yeah.
And so my brain can kind of
just
glide
absorb.
across
Yeah,
that
really,
stuff.
for real. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's presented very well. Yo, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
For coming and talking to me about books.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
This is a good. This is a good series.
Yeah.
World
Yeah, it's been
author.
really nice to like I was reading a butt ton before we were doing this,
Yeah.
but now because I'm reading other books as well, but I want to make sure I keep up with this one, I'm like reading even more, and it's just so much better for me than most of the other stuff I could be doing
Yeah.
with that time.
Yeah, man. I'm reading a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool to do.
Yeah.
Anyone listening to this, go to your library.
yeah, go read a book.
Yes.
Cool shit to do.
Read those books. My son is hugely interested in these books right now. Like at 10 years old, I'm not sure he's really going to understand them that much, but he's starting to become
lot to
hugely
think about.
interested in like
Oh,
all my
yeah.
books, and so I'm talking to him about it and stuff like that.
That's great.
Telling
Yeah,
him
keep
about
going.
faster than light
We're doing
travel and
Yeah,
you gotta coat your ship in ice.
that's right.
I really want more maggot stuff.
I like the maggot stuff.
I don't remember. I feel like I'm not making big yearnings here, but I want more pigs and more worms.
I want more pigs and more worms.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in pigs and worms.
Yes. Yeah.
Down in the dirt, down in the mulch.
There's a whole book that has a pig as like a big character in it.
The
Like
next
a
one
book
is
in this universe?
the next
Yeah.
2 books.
The next 2 books.
Oh,
The Angry Pig.
Yeah, the Angry Pig.
Yeah.
cool.
So get ready for pig.
I'm ready for pig. Big
Yeah.
time.
I don't know if I'll
Yankees
get what I
fans.
want, but you're gonna get what you want.
You don't know if
And
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
get what I want.
worms.
I don't know if I'm gonna get worms, but I will get pig.
I would like the worm experience.
And we'll also get Skade.
Oh yeah,
Skade.
Skade is fucking cool. Skade is cool.
There's a lady named Skade.
Okay.
And I remember the first time I looked at it, I'm like, Skade? What the hell kind of name is Skade? I just assumed it was some sort of futuristic, cool sounding name. It's actually a real like Danish name, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because I saw it in real life. Somebody named Skade, and I was like, "What? That's a real life name?"
Do you have a crest?
Yeah.
There is
Anyway.
Tanner Mirabelle. It's like, and then a zebra woman thought you were cute.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Skade is the Norse goddess of the wilderness,
Mm.
or also
Skade is-
Scotty.
She's
Oh,
problems.
Scotty, sure. That sounds yeah. Oh man, a goddess.
Yeah. It's spelled Skade. You know what? That's the thing is when you read the book, it's spelled Skade. But now that I'm looking at it, like
It's
oh, it's
Scotty.
also said to Scotty. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, you
That-
probably pronounce it Scotty.
I know that because there's
Yeah,
there's a guy in Warcraft, Scotty. Not a goddess. I'm pretty sure it's big Viking
Runs the
dude,
transporters.
giant Viking seed race. Oh, you don't know about Warcraft?
I don't.
Yeah, the aliens came and they put 4 races. Vikings.
Romulans, Klingons.
They put Vikings, clay guys from China, you know.
Terracotta Warriors.
Terracotta Army.
Yeah, and dwarves maybe. Anyway, they put 4 races here. I don't know what the one of them was Vikings. One of them was giant
on-
stone Vikings.
Was on Azeroth? Or?
Yeah, on Azeroth. Sorry. Yeah, I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the Scotty was one of those Vikings.
Okay. It's got to be dwarves, elves.
No.
Right.
Elves are
Elves.
native. Elves
Elves are
came
native.
from trolls. Trolls are native. Yeah.
Wait,
and
elves
it
came
is
from
humans?
trolls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything native was trolls originally.
Yeah, on Azeroth.
Yeah.
They flipped
Really?
it. They flipped
That
it from
was-
the
yeah.
Tolkien way. They're like, no, trolls are the original, and everybody else is
All the
like,
other races.
People came from trolls?
No, actually, the people came from the giant stone Vikings.
yeah. From another,
So
from another dimension.
humans are an alien, are a seed. Well, not the Vikings were the seed race, but they're called something. I don't know what they're.
There's a lot about Warcraft that I didn't know.
Yeah, the trolls were
I
a very
stopped
mutable
Warcraft 3,
race.
so
Sure. Yeah, we obviously there's been
got a lot
ton
more
of
lore
history,
after that.
tons of lore and history laid down, but yeah.
Yeah, just so much more just started to get added and added and added over the course of the games. Course of the zillion fucking expansions to World of Warcraft.
You think it was like northeast and south, like Vikings in the north, Mogu in the south, dwarves in the
Vikings should be in
east?
like the tropical zone if they're gonna flip it all.
Man, I really want to think of what the. I mean, I could be wrong about there being 4 seed races.
You can look it up
I could if
Walnut.
like, Google still worked.
If you-
Yeah.
if you cared enough. Anyway,
Yeah, man. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
thanks.
Good stuff, gentlemen. It's always good to see you.
Yeah, really
That's always
awesome to
guys.
hang out. I'm really glad that we're like doing stuff, and yeah, and I'm hopefully this weekend I'll post something about Lancer. I really mean to, and hopefully we'll maybe do a session on like Thursday. And other than that, I hope I talk to you guys. Yeah, Widow's Bay is
Yeah. Let's do some creepy shit soon.
okay. Yeah, you want to talk about creepy shit?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you this weekend.
Always. I gotta go bang rocks this weekend.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
say I have to. I get to go bang rocks this weekend. But it will conflict with talking about creepy stuff, so
you know who the Tol'vir are, Doug?
No.
They're like centaur, except the bottom half is like a lion, and their heads are like birds, and they're in the Egypt part of that's the 4th seed race. A totally ridiculous looking thing. Lion
bottom
centaur
half.
with bird face.
Kind
Sorry.
of Sphinx-like, I guess.
Kind of sphinx-like, but with a beak. Yeah,
bottom half is a man and the top half is another man.
yeah. They were in Cataclysm. They're in the Egyptian desert zone. Yeah, and you didn't play at all after.
No, I
Frost.
didn't get to Cataclysm.
Okay, so I don't even. So never mind. I don't. So I'm sorry. So sorry for telling you all about Warcraft. I apologize. The Tolvir, the fourth one. It's cool. I like that. I like the story. I like that. These guys came and put these.
Lore, yeah. Lore is good, man.
Yeah.
Lore for